Faswamani, Afọdie mi, Faswamani. Minimum so me say, Anka me riri. Na minimum so me say me na busudia, Anka makasenti awda. Me say masina sado. Yesu fidye mami, yetwama na mami. Yekantana kumiso se, mimi ye dawa brabo imu. So mwene ya Faswamani, akocha michi, Faswamani. Samini msube meseya, Anka mensuda. Mini msube meseya, Ejanka manka senti awda. Meseya da ide asi. Faswamani, Afọdie mi, Faswamani. Minimum so me say, Anka me riri. Na minimum so me say me na busudia, Anka makasenti awda. Me say masina sado. Free more. I'm a name coming. Yami way me free more. Yes, so feed your mommy. You try my man. You can't tell me to me so sad. Amy, yeah, that was bravo. So,
the blessed morning. Good morning. Which part of the globe, wherever you find yourself, it's a blessed morning in Ghana. 42 minutes on top of the hour, 6 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We stream it live on www.mountainghana.com, online radiobox.com. PAPALAW Radio. We're rocking wide. Alright, so this is Mpɔtam morning show with me, PAPALAW Perfect, straight up on PAPALAW Radio. PAPALAW Radio, we stream it live. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. How you doing? I believe you are bouncing well. The grace of God is keeping you alive. If it had not been the Lord on our side, where will you and I be? We are alive and kicking by His grace. Why don't you lift up your voice and give God some crazy praise? Go ahead and put on your dancing shoes and do your boogie jiggy. Go ahead, dance your way into victory and shame the enemy. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Straight up, don't crooked up. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. His mercies endure forever. Psalm 127, the verse number 1. If the Lord does not build the house, the builders build in vain. If the Lord does not watch over the city, the watchmen watch in vain. It's an error for you to wake up early and eat the bread of sorrows. Go ahead, thank God for His mercies. We have a lot for you today. God will bless you today beyond your wildest imagination. The Lord has been good. Good morning, the presidency. Good morning, the judiciary. The judiciary now has a new commander-in-chief in the person of Gertrude, Justice Gertrude Arabai Saba Tokonu, the new Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Congratulations. God keep you and protect you. May God give you wisdom. No attention. Don't circumvent justice. What a God we serve. May God keep us. May God protect us. A day to remember. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. The devil is a liar. Alright, right, so good morning, the Parliament of Ghana. Good morning, all pastors, the church, traditional leaders, the Islamic community. Chief Imam, I salute. Great man. I yearn and pray that war hit a century on this earth. More than a century. The Methuselahs in the making. Thank you for the advice you have always been giving to politicians and all men and women that cut across every divide. You are an awesome leader. Chief Imam Shaributu. I love the name. Alright, so I salute all teachers, all students, all leaders across the globe. God bless all politicians. God bless the journalists, the media fraternity, presenters, and everyone. God bless all drivers and their mates. God bless the police officers, the military officers, Navy officers, the Air Force, drivers across the country. Alright, good morning everyone. Which part of the globe, wherever you find yourself, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. God keep you and protect you. So let me give you the weather forecast for today. Sunny weather with periodic clouds is expected across the country during the day. Few areas within the northern and transition zones are expected to experience rain and thunder later in the day, says Ghana Meteorological Agency, GMET. Let me take it again. Sunny weather with periodic clouds is expected across the country during the day. Few areas within the northern and transition zones are expected to experience rain and thunder later in the day, says Ghana Meteorological Agency, GMET. Short fire, fingers crossed. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from every evil. For thine is thy kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen. Forever, O God, thy word is settled in heaven. May the word of God settle every issue, every dichotomy in your life. Whatever you're going through, just keep your faith alive. Don't be distracted by the whims and caprices of the enemy. Stay focused. Don't give up. The best is yet to come. May God keep you and protect you. May the hand of the Lord come afresh upon you. May God deliver you. May you walk, may you sit, may you move under open heaven. I came with a mandate and I prophesy over your life that tomorrow by now, week by now, month by now, a year about this time, your story will never ever be the same again. Stick and stay right here. The best is yet to come. The show is Mpɔtam Morning Show with PAPALAW Perfect on PAPALAW Radio. We stream it live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. Wouldn't have been here, wouldn't have been in air without the support of our sponsors. Let me acknowledge our sponsors. Nana One Shoes. Nana One Shoes. They are into sales of all kinds of shoes for kids and adults. In fact, they have leather belts, they have bags, different kinds of stuff. And Nana One is into a unisex boutique. It's a unisex boutique. All right. So they have male and female staffs in there. Just walk in. They are located at Community 11. Community 11, directly opposite Community 11 School Complex. Contact Nana One Shoes on 0256 8361 12, 0256 8361 12. Nana One Shoes. Their shoes is of good quality. Now, when it comes to photography, one name stands tall. Shabak Photography. Shabak. Now, Shabak, not Shabarich. Shabak Photography. They enjoy all kinds of photography, passport size photograph, photo shoot for all events, weddings, engagements, naming ceremonies, birthday parties, and what have you. Contact Shabak Photography on 0244 671593, 0244 711593, 0244 671593. Shabak Photography. Photography is their hallmark. Now, when it comes to balloon decor, one name stands tall, and that is Lottie-Law Balloon Decor. Lottie-Law Balloon Decor. They're into all kinds of balloon decors. They're into wrapping of gifts, engagement stuff, wedding stuffs, birthday parties, everything you need to be wrapped. Just contact Lottie-Law and they will do a professional job for you. Contact Lottie-Law on 0542 37 1320, 0542 37 1320. Lottie-Law is located at Community 1, directly opposite Zenith Bank TMA branch. Community 1, Zenith Bank TMA branch. Say a bank kokopadia a Kwadu Farms. Kwadu Farms. Kwadu Farms. Omoton broilers. Omo layers, bovans, and omo tunkosiano. Omo white, omo brown. White and omo ton 14 Ghana cedis, 14 Ghana cedis. Brown and so omo ton 13 cedis, 50 pesos. 13 cedis, 50 pesos. Omo cockerels. White cock no omo ton 2 Ghana cedis. Brown cock no so omo ton 5 cedi, 50 pesos. Plymouth and the men and friend check no omoton 5 Ghana cedis, 5 Ghana cedis. Sasso Bears and so omoton 9 cedi, 50 pesos. Kwadu Farms war Tantra Hills. Omo muano omo ye din. And what did wo mu papa because omo fidi omo ye. Omo phone fee Ivory Coast. Papa. Womo enu bedidwa every Tuesday. Nese omo she juma se me no ka say Oma bi oma pon se omo ne omanfo ebedidwa. Kwadu Farms ne ye de wo ho ne se wo mo empese obetena ho akopi maybe July ebia September ebia December ansa na waye enkoko ana wato nkoko any day anytime. Omo ho 1st December 1st January to 31st December omo ton nkoko into upebia omo ye nationwide delivery. So betuma from wahoma trofo iso 0245 99 quadruple 0, 0245 99 0000. And I say betuma from what number we so 0243 502811, 0243 502811. Mpɔtam morning show. Show produced by Judiciary. My co-host David Santos. What a God we serve. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Alright, Homies Restaurant and Pub. Homies Restaurant and Pub. Ewo Community 9. Oye Drew NIB Junction wa omonsa enifa so eho na Homies Restaurant and Pub omo aduane bia bi wo ho fufuo enkwan ni so different banku wo ho eni enkruma tilapia so wo ho ampesie eni kontomre garden eggs asedua edie so wo ho bunabunu omo bushmeat jollof rice fried rice wache omo drinks bi wo ho ni openo ebi wo ho omo serve you delicious meals omo ye breakfast so ope breakfast ameno ka say omo bi omo pon so be more breakfast papa Eddie omo ye delivery so omo community 9 omo ne driving school no na ebo hwe ni mu washing bay wo ho pepe driving school wo ho na washing bay wo ho omo no udidi nyina na omo sai mu amo cars no mu twa wo car ho de amount fe enti call homies restaurant ne ko didi from wahoman we so ne place you order person no mo twetwe nkomo bia birthday so person mo e order mawa omo ho 0244887349 0244837349 and also betuma from was 0269314725 Homies Restaurant and Pub. We serve you with delicious meal. All right, so the show remains a Mpɔtam morning show, 5 minutes to 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. And let's go into the dailies, news that are making headlines. MPP flag bearership race. MPP for no. Nipa mako edu na kofa nomination form. 10 people so far have picked up nomination form to be voted for their flag bearership race. In fact, MPP, you want to tell us that you have the man. Let's see how it rambles. The ADC is also saying we have the man. Politics with politicians. MPP flag bearership race. People say Kwabene Japan is stingy. Akimoda MP. Man arrested for threatening harm and unlawful possession of firearms during the football match at Pando. MPP flag bearership race allowed Dr. Bawumia to campaign on his own. Kwabene Japan to Akufo-Addo. Hey, Eboboba. Just here. Yes. Make me your leader and we'll break the 8. Alan appeals to delegate after filing nomination. Alan Koju Chiremate. Job for the boys, job for the people, and a job for the boys and a job for the people. Job for the people, right? Cash for the people. Alan cash basika beba papa. See any physical cash no dey ma wo. Be industrializing Ghana. Industrialization agenda. The GTP agenda. Oba be Ghana shishe Ghana ye pa. Woman yaman kosro sa. MOB height enye the same. Price ne the kosro. Nanso ni offshore minus on nane size ne de sa net ye. Nyame na me kan AB Fuseni. Honorable AB Fuseni. The man with proverbs. NDC won't claim perfection, but will not be as wasteful as MPP Mahama promised Ghanaian. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is this a campaign message? Is that your campaign message? Interested. We hope and believe that when given the opportunity, another chance, somebody will say another chance. But one of the MPPs, a chairman, at where is the place? Adjosa Force constituency. That vast constituency. One of their chairman said, Ghana is not a correction fluid. Ghana is not a correction fluid. Interesting. God help us. Domi Kwabenya. Their constituency, MPP's constituency chairman said Ghana is not a correction fluid. How can I forget Domi Kwabenya when there are so many issues around that constituency? Hey. Hey, Honorable Ajwasafwa, somebody who can hold the whole parliament of Ghana ransom. She brought the MPP on their knees. That's how powerful she is. Anyway, your allegation against EC was in terrible taste. Atik Mohammed schools Sami Jemfi. Now Atik PS, you know, Akosi say Atik Mohammed. Mo PS in our holiday. Used to be the secretary of People's National Convention. I remember when the late president, former president Hilali, Dr. Hila Liman, did I say Hilali? Dr. Hila Liman. When he was alive, when he was campaigning, he was forced to speak Chi. You know he's coming from the north. And he said, Eye kombe, Eye kombe, Eye kombe. Alright, so Kube party the hodie. Yabenya Ghana, are you interested? Near wo Akoko, ye wo Akoko ye Kwamina Dako. They no farms no. And near wo brew. Near Madonko party. Hey, you were brew, you were cocoa, you come back. Alright, so Ghana is ready for your investment. Dr. Fia Koto tells global investors at Agriculture Forum 1. Hey, Honorable Koto say. Akoto free. Akoto say is late. He's so rest in perfect peace. A very fine brain, economic brain, of course. Bank of Ghana received international plaudits for regulatory sandbox. Former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi dies at 86. Hey, this man has made it. Berlusconi dies at 86. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. We must do extraordinary things to break the 80. Akwesi Akwa tells MPP. I knew very well Dr. Baumia will start taking glory for this headline I saw, publication I saw. Ghana reclaims first place in gold production. I thought as much. Success of gold for oil policy. Baumia Opoku Prempe vindicated. Politicians in is it sustainable? Sa and I must say economy no more turning around. Mostly within 6 months. We are member Ghana, you know. My peniku force a Ghana be de say war. Hey, Baumia. Open once a more. Lack of automation of court system is national burden. Chief Justice talk on Juma so na yera hweso na ye. Mama on shasi and find a challenge nenia may agency. God help us. Police investigate viral video of abuse of adult female in Upper East region. NDC disbands all camps formed during recent primary. Use and dump politicians. Use and dump. You should we are near to actually. God have mercy. Over 50 commercial sex workers grabbed in Koforidua. Me Koforidua so the nan kan tisa o. Koforidua nan kan tisa. Koforidua the nan kan sebe ba si bra adwuma nke bi ni ho. Ba ne sei. Mani mu na ayediana na. God help us. God keep us and protect us. Former MPP sues Frimpong Boateng for defamation, demands 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Muhammad's recklessness caused my uncle's death. He died of heart attack. Owusu Bempa reveals. That's the deputy national communications officer of the MPP. He was actually one of the communicators of the defunct NDP, National Democratic Party. MPP prepared to shed blood of Ghanaians to hang on to power, Mahama alleges. MPP NDC in Parliament threatens to reject EC's constitutional instrument. Baumi announces strategy to break the 8 for MPP. I said not by election. NDC is going about saying government removed Jachi question over LGBTIAQ+. Owusu Bempa alleges. Akufo-Addo likes vision. All he cares about is his comfort. Eduzi Tamaklo, communication officer of the NDC, part of the legal team of the NDC. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. I want you to hit the share button, share the message on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. Tell your friends it's time for Mpɔtam Morning Show with PAPALAW Perfect on PAPALAW Radio. We're streaming live and we're rocking wide. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. May God keep us. May God protect us. May the hand of the Lord rest upon us. May God keep us. Protect us. The best is yet to come. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. David Santos, good morning.
I see beyond the curtains.
Hey,
good morning.
You see beyond the curtains.
Yes.
And you're welcome to Mpɔtam
Morning Show. Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Emobiachi.
Yeah.
Emobia Kwababa Mpɔtam Morning Show. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, online radioboss.com. 7 minutes on top of the hour, 7 a.m. GMT. What's happening? David Santos.
Attorney.
Yes, sir.
If you know the color of your problems, the solution is easy.
If you know
the color of your problems,
the solution is easy.
Yes.
Now I'll call you the deputy instructor of A.B. Fuseni. He's a man of proverbs.
I'm
telling you.
If
If you know the color of your problems,
the solution
is easy.
Yeah.
That's powerful. It sounds so powerful.
Thank you, Attorney.
It sounds so powerful.
Attorney, I think this morning you are doing well.
And by God's grace,
because
I'm bouncing around.
The energy you are using this morning, I'm
it's
thinking
volcano energy.
Okay. I don't think what I'm thinking.
No. I don't know what you are thinking, but it's not what you are thinking.
Yeah, it's good you don't know what I'm thinking.
That's the beauty of God, hiding away the thought of men from even the one who is sitting so close to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, God, you should have given us the opportunity to know what is in people's minds. Because somebody is so close to you, but he's holding bullet.
In fact, if God is able to do that, and we know each other, when you are rich, you go and build your house in the cemetery.
You go and build your house in the cemetery.
Yes.
All right, Ghana be a year. If you mean me can say you be bought yenara assassin.
Yeah.
Ye koso na producer ebe bought yenara assassin na my. Na ohini bi akopacho. Ohini bi akopacho. Mimpasem. Nidino. Edino.
Yeah.
It was some connotation.
Yes, mimpasem. Asem.
ne wi ase so pasem o on pasem o ubenya asem
yes yeah the
wow pray ne nya asem
yeah the pray
wi ase o pasem o on pasem o ubenya asem eti pray ne nya asem hey pasem so wakonya asem we a bass
yeah
the massacre there
yes
the best rapper alive
obd yeah more lies yeah and yeah or see
men passem
yeah
men passem hini akopene ho asem omampanyi ye bo national anthem wa sori enyina ne naso ena omampanyi
instructive
ebufuye ena omampanyi esuma
Langard
for se ko ne ko kache so sorry ye bo national anthem
yeah
ena ohene ni hu minister na no say manya asem yes minister so say wanya asem so ampa
oh atene
ultra asem so wanya asem easy o man be ye fi me no me no around 11 minutes on top of the hour 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. David Santos,
Attorney General.
What's our motivational quote for the day?
Okay, today's motivational message says, you can put a knife in a man and draw it out. It won't matter how many times you say, I'm sorry, the wound is still there. God bless you abundantly.
That's right. So,
no matter
yes
how the matter is,
no matter the matter,
yes,
no matter the matter, nothing will matter.
Yes,
because when nothing matters, a matter is anything that has weight and can occupy space.
Oh,
so this is a matter.
This is a matter. Bars.
We Mpɔtam morning show super now.
Ubenya, Debbie.
Here we inform, we educate, and we entertain.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
I tell you, Uni Bibi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buying. You're chalky all the radio stations like chalk. Because Mark Abe, you chalk their free system.
That's right.
And so, yeah, buy the Obi Abe chalky. Yaba. And Attorney.
Yes, sir.
What the motivational message is telling us is very simple. Upra Obi Awa Prano. No matter how sorry, the wood is still there. The mark is still there.
That's right. Check or the achewu. And so a kurono a chane di egusu. It can never be raised. So when we are hurting people, we should be careful. Because what you do today will affect your tomorrow.
Exactly.
I might forgive you.
Yeah.
But it will be a mark on you.
Exactly.
The other day we were talking about one journalist here in Ghana, or a broadcaster. He's very loud, so emotional. He does his editorials with emotions, not with facts. He think he's loud. He's a loud mouth person.
Yes.
We all know him.
Yeah.
Very loud. You can be doing all these things. What if you retire? What about your children?
What about your children?
Yes. Your children will go somewhere.
What are you cultivating?
That's why we should be careful how we live our lives. Because tomorrow you will regret. You regret and you have a shock of your life.
That is very true.
That is my fear. And I feel this generation deserves better. So in offending people, let's be careful. Don't, even if it's possible, don't offend people. Or don't hurt people if it's possible.
That is right.
But if you break it, don't forget that some people will forgive you and forget. But the mark you gave them is still there. And that's why I tell people you can forgive, but it takes grace to forget.
You can forgive,
but it takes grace, a lot of strength, a lot of tenacity to forgive.
Wow!
I'm telling you. Because some people, I say, oh, media child. But the yawn or kaya.
Okay, or
and
kaya.
The mark we are talking about, we are not just talking about, scars on our body.
No. Yes.
What you do to people, day in, day out, we need to be very, very careful. And we should be mindful of the fact that whatever we sow, automatically we shall reap.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
And that is it. That is the code.
I'm telling you.
And so,
I'm telling you.
We are begging each and everyone. What Attorney is saying that if it will be possible, we shouldn't offend anybody.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's dangerous.
Even the Bible, the good book says that if it's possible, do your best and live in peace with all men.
With all men.
Conditional clause.
Yes.
He knows that you are human.
Yeah.
And as human as you are, or as human as we are, we may offend people some way, somehow.
Exactly.
But the fact still remains the same.
The same.
Don't forget that whatever pit you dig, you'll be the same person to fall into it. So let's be careful. Today you say, oh, I don't care. I don't care. If you joke, I will insult you. I will do this. All the things people do on social media, especially those who insult a lot. Don't forget the internet. Don't forget.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't forget. Bass. Don't forget that the internet don't forget. So if you are not careful, one day somebody will put this in up and you miss an opportunity and you'll be doing this.
I tell you, you are right.
I wish I had not done
about the internet.
Yes.
Because we'll be there and something will happen. You see people retrieving videos from the internet.
That's right.
I tell you.
I'm telling you.
God bless you.
Let's look at what's happening in the various newspapers. We have the newspaper.
Yeah.
But before that, do you have any news item you want to talk
yes,
about?
I tell you, before we come to the newspaper review this morning, I'm taking you to Turkey.
Turkey.
Yes, today I'm traveling from Ghana to Turkey. Turkish security forces seized $1 billion of counterfeit money in Istanbul and arrested 6 people. The reason why I'm doing this story is because a Ghanaian is part of this counterfeit money that they are going to import it.
This nonsense must stop.
Yes,
it's very common here in Ghana. Ghana here they are doing it, especially during occasions.
Oh, okay.
Easter period, Xmas, the Islam celebrations, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, when they realize everybody, and especially during holidays and all that, when people are happy and excited, that's when people put in more of the counterfeit.
Oh,
the counterfeit are in the system.
It's bad.
Who is regulating this? And we sit aloof, unconcerned. It's not like the police don't know. They know. The law enforcement agencies know.
They know.
In fact, some of them schemes with them.
Okay.
To milk this country. And when we do this, we are losing. Look at our image outside.
Yes.
Now Ghana is tagged as one of the most fraudulent countries in the world.
Meanwhile, we have people
gone are the days we were not part of the list.
We are not part at all.
But now most Ghanaians are on the red alert, black list of these agencies.
Very bad.
I'm telling you.
I tell you, very bad.
Go ahead.
They arrested 6 people. 1 Ghanaian.
That's right.
3 Swedish internationals. They are also part of this, and they said this money, this counterfeit money, they are going to distribute it to all Africa countries. Wow. Say ye dear.
Ye padia ye fun.
Ye efo. Enti haya so na omo di beba.
Ye padia ye fun. Ani ade ye fo. Bass nkwan.
Hey. And they abo.
Ye padia ye fo. Ani ade ye fun. That's what. Why will a Ghanaian go on the street of America and be picking used clothes? Not the containers you want. What is that? I saw a video and I laughed. Or the gumo. And no the boss you brony wewu. Do you understand the meaning of a brony wewu?
I say which them o
brony no wewu into no makose and nyamadiaba. It's most of the dresses you guys are wearing. Brony wewu any amaniation.
Me dem in per second hand here. Ya na makope mi agasa.
That's right. Who severe.
Now
kitwe bi
enswa.
O de tutu hwa na wakope papa.
Yeah. Papa na san kra ye ba be ja atade we nyina hye na ye agasa ya pam African wear. Yes, nice.
They are promoting the fabric industry.
That is it.
A lot of artisans were Ghana. We say yet ya no mkofa China nkonya. Okay. Omo kona na no mtoto bo mo ho no.
Oh.
Parliament is why they do.
Hey.
Sa 70 you know. Almost my ye inaugurate Akufo-Addo da delay. Nina there strategy.
Strategy.
Politicians.
Hey!
I say twemu pe or a constitution no. Emra no kyerɛ obi atumi tu aban ne gu. Yes. No mo kono mu yesi. Na ko Carlos Ahinkra nso. Mr. Thief. Honorable Thief. Okromfo go wi ayi.
Ballot.
Na mutaka so sano. Mutaka yeni se mu sori mu.
Hey, not now
Aswase.
Hey,
Aswase. Na yesu ade wedi aswanda.
Oh, Uzi.
Aswa.
Enu kana mi baba mi say enu dey ade.
Aswa ne yes have sweetened tree beer. It has this fruit on top of it.
Okay.
It's reddish in color.
Okay, I'm coming to ask whether it's red.
Funny enough, yes, reddish in color.
Okay.
Interestingly, anything when you take it or you taste it, or after licking it, anything you eat is sweet. Including banku. Your banku will be sweet.
I have to
your
taste
cocoa
them.
will be sweet. Everything. You know, the idea is our forefathers discovered this tree and they use it for purposes of taking sour oranges.
Okay.
Anything sour. They decide or bitter. For lack of better word.
Okay.
Sour or bitter.
Bitter. Okay.
So they eat it so that whilst they are taking the sour orange and all that, pineapple and all that, it becomes sweet in their mouth.
Wow.
That's right. They were wiser. Very wise.
Wow.
Yes. That was the idea. Very sweetened. It's a sweetener.
Do we still have?
It's sweeter than what you are thinking.
I'm not thinking about anything.
I don't want
and
to
it's
know.
good. You don't know what I'm thinking.
All right, so stick and stay right here. 21 minutes on top of the hour. 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. We're building communities together. So get interactive. Go on the line. Hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. Today, you're going to get busy and radio is going to buzz because we are here for you. We'll give you all the news. We've already shared the major headlines with you. Very soon, we'll be doing the newspaper review. Yesterday, the MP, the Honorable MP, Nogbe.
Yeah, Ernest
Nogbe.
Yeah.
Held a press conference.
Yes.
He actually did inspection of all those deplorable roads, unmotorable roads in Ashaman and its environs.
Yeah.
And they did a yeoman's job. Our media crew were also there. Thumbs up to our producer or producers.
Yeah.
And then Ohiniba Kofi Prince, who represented PAPALAW Media. And we are grateful that they were there.
Yeah, sure.
Coincidentally, we are told per report, whilst they were sojourning to those areas, they came face to face with the municipal chief executive.
Oh, okay.
And he was trying to run away, but he couldn't run away.
You can't run away.
People were just hooting at him. Honorable Ochiro was a one.
Yeah.
Kodne koye wajuma. Nejai maf no. Bibia nkwe diebi. Dibia.
Akawe diebi. Tise die.
Onim. Bibia nkwe diebi.
We diebi. Empa ende ampa.
Anyama ye di nsu die bebre. Including what you are thinking.
It's good you don't know what I'm thinking.
All right, so let's take this one before we go into the dailies. Yenara assassin. Yenara assassin. Eya bodin ni mayen. Mojana na no shebi na tu o mayen. Edumene wasoso. Seye beye yatwaso. Ninya twaso koto krane ne apese kuminya. Ediyembe mude mayen assassin bono matuse. Sebe ye yo. Sebe a drumine was so say baby a twaso. Omodian so be born homody, why you are from here, and they are more mind Ghana. David Santos, Yanko dailies in him, yen share major headlines.
All right.
Yen share the Koso.
Okay. Attorney.
Yes, sir.
It's time for us to bring the newspaper review.
That's right.
The top stories that are making headlines on the front page of the newspaper. And I'm taking the overseer.
Overseer.
Yeah, the overseer. On the front page, it says, I will work with NDC leadership to ensure 2024 victory. Mahama Ena Eka Way. Don't repeat the mistake of Enim Yeboah Agboja to the new CJ. And then NDC youth organizer adopt door-to-door campaign in Asin North. Don't forget that on the 27th, the by-election is coming on.
That's right.
Live. So these are the top stories on the front page of the overseer.
Okay, so I will take the national voice. Justice Stockholm pledges to improve judicial efficiency through technology. It's dangerous to keep cylinders indoors, NPA alleges. EcoBank confident of growth despite macroeconomic challenges. Your leadership role in education transformation beyond imagination. An analyst commend Dr. Yao Educhum. Let's take the anchor.
Okay, on the front page of the anchor says Ghana reclaims top spot as #1 gold producer. Land Minister attribute feast to government policies and programs. And then we also have Mediama SC historic victory unite Takwa as a vindicative
politicking.
Yes,
appears for celebration.
And then hope
that's great.
Yeah, and then whole police refuse to invite boxing DC.
Yeah, whole police refusing to invite boxing DC.
Yes.
Remember last week, this DC had to beat up this particular woman. She's actually a party person.
Oh,
there was an
that's
altercation, but that's politicians.
Boxing DC.
The business analyst ADB present 1 million Ghana cedis to 2022 National Best Farmer in fulfillment of pledge. 2022, I'm afraid this kind of come.
Yes.
Hey,
dear, hey.
Justice Stockholm, sworn in as Chief Justice. She is the 15th Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Moody's upgrades Ghana's local currency ratings. Box effort to dampen inflammatory pressures now impacting on economy significantly. Take the daybreak.
The daybreak. Mahama in court over 2024 eligibility. I, my colleagues are for Alan, the Lumba MP and Edibai.
They have openly declared their support for Honorable Alan Kojo Shamartin.
Alan Cash. MPP vet presidential aspirant July 3rd. I prefer death to LGBTQ in Ghana. And no backbone. And Edibai. Or no Speaker of Parliament. So these are the top stories on the front page of the day.
So let me take the ABC News. MPP has message for election 2024. Bawumia assures in the Bugri and JJ Rawlings a clash on the national anthem. Yes, this is the man I was referring to. In the Bugri, he actually decided not to stand up for the national anthem. And Rawlings said, come and hear sounds. It was fire for fire.
Fire for fire.
MPP has achieved more to win 2024. Yati, we shall see. Akufo-Addo commissions newly constructed psychiatry building at Kolibu Hospital.
Okay.
Take the new crusading guide.
On the front page of the new crusading guide says Asokwa MP rallies support for Alan as he files nomination form Education Minister commend for his leadership role in the education transformation agenda. We are not using land guard at Gomwa Ochiriko. The land belongs to us. Efutu and Ediba and Akufo-Addo charges new justice, Chief Justice, to ensure order and rule of law. So these are the stories on the front page of the new Crusading Guide.
So I'll take graphic business. DDEP conundrum. Labour reject new debt proposal to reconstruct $2.7 billion US pension funds. Corporate governance and sustainability. The role of leadership in shaping organizational risk culture. Global economic prospect development in sub-Saharan Africa. Take the Okunini, the authoritative daily graphic.
And in a Papa Abosono.
That's right.
Me see me boss wa wan here.
Okunini.
And on the front page of the daily graphic, it says, we need morally upright judges. President Akufo-Addo declares as he is sworn in new Chief Justice. And then Information Minister commend graphic for digitizing achiever materials. And then tourists arrive, Sage, USA, India, Nigeria, China, top list. So these.
I'm happy that now the Information Minister commends graphic for digitalizing archival materials.
Yeah.
Ghana don't have archives. And the archives you have, the next thing you hear is there's fire outbreak here, and we've lost all those documents. You go to our museums, you go to tourist sites and all that. And funny enough, they were in manuscripts, those ones that you can touch, hard copies, I should say.
Okay.
And anything can happen. The rain can invade the place and destroy all those records. So it's good that we are digitalizing it. We can have a backup so that the next generation can have access to all this. So I agree with that. The Ghanaian Times bring honor to Judiciary. President attacks Justice Gertrude Tokono. AG files additional witness statement. Ghana regains first position in gold production. Take the Chronicle. That is the last paper. And then we'll change direction.
On the front page of the Chronicle, it says Abstar staff break into customers' accounts, allegedly steal 1.2 million Ghana cedis from late IGP, High Court judges, and others. Amuache declares support for Opoku in a Synod by-election. How Mimpasem Chief got Akufo-Addo furious. And then Baomia
Mimpasem suwenyasem.
Wobenyasem.
Wakopasem wenyasem.
Uko hoko ye den.
Ko ye den. Nana se no yare.
Enti uko hoko ye den.
No se Akufo-Addo ye ne sa wie kura no oyere no hugina for open prayer ne ye to ato. Nana, on pass away. All right, 34 minutes on top of the hour, 7 a.m. GMT. In the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. So let me do the editorials for the day. When I'm done, we'll do sports. And our reporter will be in the studios to discuss what happened or transpired between the media and the Honorable MP Ernest Dogbe. And then our radio doctor, Brefo Apple Leslie, will also be on the line. Today, we are not calling the politicians to come and do their politics. Today, this is how we are going about the show. So stick and stay right here. I'm going for a quick break. And when I'm back, more on the table.
Yo, coffee, oh my woman. biako wachata zaya wareni Ponsom wanini pa asadipa wofioye Yamo yemberaye ebe ya ifiyana Amaya umano Amaya mamana Adiwaye noya Nyamichata Nyamana renya Ponsom wanini pa Sawaya wanabe Yamo yemberaye ebe ya ifiyana Ponsom wanini pa asadipa wofioye Yamo yemberaye Abeya Efiana Amabeya Efiana Amabeyo Asite Beya Efiana Oh Amabeya Efiana Yana Yamo Yemurae Abeya Abrayu Arabo Amabeya Efiana Eminoa, Yamo Yembiraye, Abeya, Efiana, Ese, Amabeya, Efiana, Abraya, Sabeya, Efiana, Ao, Amabeya, Efiana, Yamo Yembiraye, Abeya,
On my be ye feminu me nuera. Hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. 37 minutes on top of the hour, 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We're streaming live on www.martinghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. We rocking white. I want you to know that a lot is happening in the dailies, but I'll take time to give you details about some of these stories that are making headlines. MPP flag bearership race or flag bearer race. 7 MPs back Alan as he files nomination forms. Former Minister for Trade and Industry Alan Shematin has filed his nomination to contest in the New Patriotic Party's presidential primary. The flag bearer aspirant filed his nomination on Monday at the party headquarters at Asalam Down in Accra, accompanied by some supporters. Among his supporters were 7 members of parliament who have made known their decision to throw their weight behind Mr. Chemate in the coming primary. According to them, the former Trades and Industry Minister is the right candidate to lead the party. The MPs include Peter Ambewu Hohoi Constituency Minister for Railway Development Sylvester Tete MP Botiano Englishi Amanfrom, a Deputy Finance Minister, an MP for Etiwao East, Abenao Sayasari MP for Mpraeso, Davis Opoku Ansa MP for Asqua Patricia Apieje and Bright Bachi Yelvi Baligi of Lambushi. Mr. Chematin is the first to file his nomination among the 10 aspirants that have picked forms so far. The other 9 individuals who have picked nomination form to contest the position are the former Greek Minister Dr. Oshuefria Koto, Vice President Dr. Mamudu Baumia, former MP for Mampong Francis Adainimo, former Railways and Development Minister Jogate, and former Energy Minister Boachi Ejako. Others are former General Secretary of the MPP Kwabena J. Japan, former Energy Analyst Kojo Poku, 2-time presidential aspirant Dr. Kofi Kunedua Preku, and MP Asin Central Kennedy Akompreko Japan. MPP revises timelines. Flag bearer aspirant to be vetted July 3rd to sit. The New Patriotic Party has revised the timelines for the upcoming internal elections to elect a flag bearer and parliamentary nominations for constituencies the party does not have sitting members of parliament. The vetting for prospective presidential aspirant flag bearers will now be run from July 3rd to seat July 2023. The vetting committee will submit its report to the National Council through General Secretary on July 10th. The change in the timelines is following the announcement by the Electoral Commission and the party's preparation towards the Synod by-election. In a press statement dated Monday, June 12th, and issued by the General Secretary, Justin Kodua Frempong, the MPP said the National Congress for the Special Electoral College, which will select 5 candidates to contest in the November 4th presidential primary, will be held on August 26th. Al-Hassan Suhuyini support 50 artisans in Tamale North with tools and other equipment. The Member of Parliament for Tamale North constituency, Al-Hassan Suhuyini, has supported 50 artisans in the constituency. The items donated included organizing machines, industrial sewing machines, welding machines, carpenter tools and machines. Other items were glass cutting machines, masonry tools, steel bending tools, car washing machines, grass mowing tools. He also commissioned an ultra-modern 10-seater public toilet facility for the people of Kampohini, a community in the constituency. Justice Gertrude Tokonu sworn in as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu has been sworn into office as the new Chief Justice of Ghana. She takes over from Justice Kwesi Enin Yeboah, who retired in May 2023. This makes her the 3rd female Chief Justice in the history of Ghana after Justice Georgina Wood and Sophia Akufo. Justice Gertrude Tokonu's nomination was approved by Parliament on Wednesday, June 7, 2023. Swearing her into office at the Jubilee House on Monday, June 12, 2023, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said appointing Justice Gertrude Tokonu as Ghana's Chief Justice was not a difficult task as she possesses the qualities to lead the judiciary. He expressed confidence that Justice Tokonu's over 19 years experience will come to bear as she takes over from Justice Kwesi Enin Yeboah as Ghana's 15th Chief Justice. I will be your dependable partner, Akufo-Addo assures new Chief Justice at swearing in. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has assured new Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu that he will be a dependable and trustworthy partner to ensure that the judiciary and executive work harmoniously to entrench the rule of law in Ghana. President Akufo-Addo expressed confidence that Justice Tokonu's over 19 years of experience will come to bear as she takes over from Justice Kwesi Enin Yeboah as Ghana's 15th Chief Justice. The president was speaking during the swearing-in ceremony held at the Jubilee House on Monday, June 12th. He said the appointment of Justice Tokonu was not particularly a difficult one for him to make, as she had shown from her career a full grasp of the intricacies of the country's judicial system. She has served at the High Court, Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court, where she was appointed to in 2019 by President Akufo-Addo. Mpɔtam chief apologizes to Akufo-Addo over anthem snub. The chief of Mpɔtam, Ni Togbo Obodai Ampau, the 16th, have apologized to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Ghanaians after failing to stand for the national anthem. In a viral video from the 2023 edition of the Green Ghana Day celebration, which was organized at the University of Ghana, the president is seen angrily directing the Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte to tell the chief to stand up and observe the national anthem. The chief was seated while the national anthem was being observed by other Ghanaians. His action infuriated the president, but the chief explained in a statement that he was unable to stand for the national anthem due to ill health. I would like to state for the records that I did not elect to willfully refuse to stand to observe the national anthem. No patriotic son of the land would do so, let alone a chief, more so in the presence of the president and other distinguished guests. I did not stand to observe the national anthem because I felt weak, he added at the commencement of the program. The national anthem was observed and the president was seen directing the regional minister for Greater Accra, Honorable Henry Korte, to get my attention to observe the anthem because I was seated whilst it was being observed. I respectfully wish to extend my sincerest apologies to the president and the good people of Ghana about this rather unfortunate incident. He called on Ghanaians to be circumspect in their utterances. I am therefore by this communication unreservedly apologizing and also encouraging all Ghanaians to exercise restraint with their reactions, especially as directed to the number one gentleman of the land. The president is the custodian of our sovereignty, and thus it is his duty at all times to be zealous and in defending the same. So I have the letter here from Sanshi family of La Mpɔtam. Apology to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, the President of the Republic. So the letter is written boldly and signed by revered Chief Ni Togbo Obodai Ampau, the 12th Chief of Mpɔtam. Minority wants Finance Minister to brief Parliament on IMF program. The minority in Parliament wants the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to brief Parliament on Ghana's bailout program from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Ghana received $600 million from the IMF from May 19, 2023 as the first tranche of a $3 billion 3-year extended credit facility to revive its ailing economy. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, the Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujato Ablakwa, said Ofori-Atta, who is expected in Parliament on Wednesday to answer outstanding questions, should be asked to brief the House on the IMF deal. Mr. Speaker, I know that the Minister of Finance has been programmed to answer questions in the ensuing week, specifically on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I did make an application with the majority leader for the appearance of the finance minister, who said it will be considered, which is a briefing on the IMF program. I would have thought that since the finance minister is available next week to answer questions, is it not possible to take full advantage of his presence and have him brief the House on the IMF program? I just want to know if the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs and Majority Leader has considered that or will consider that. The Majority Leader, Osei Mensa Bonsu, on his part, assured of effort to liaise with the Minister on the concern. It is a legitimate concern and I'll do my best, but I can only act based on the Speaker's direction, and the Speaker did not direct, so that request is in limbo. But I certainly had some engagement with the finance minister this evening, and if it works, it will be helpful to us. So I will touch base with him and ferry the concerns of the house to him. If it is possible on Wednesday, it will be a good day. MPP accuses NDC of using inferior tactics in a Senate by-election. The New Patriotic Party, the MPP, has accused the National Democratic Congress of using inferior tactics in the run-up to the Senate by-election. The MPP Communications Director, Richard Ahiagba, said the NDC has been spewing lies to score cheap political points. He accused the NDC of allegedly making up and circulating a video that was attributed to the MPP's chairman for the Senate constituency. The video claimed that the chairman had given up because the MPP would lose the by-election. Floods claim K2 South communities. About 3,000 people in some 20 communities in the K2 South municipality who are displaced by floods caused by 3 weeks of persistent rains are now living in their water-filled rooms. This is because they have no place to seek shelter. The distressing condition has brought every economic activity in the area to stand still, holding the people hostage in their homes with no hope of relief in sight. So far, 5 basic schools whose classrooms are filled with water have been closed down until further notice. No relief items. The municipal director of the National Disaster Management Organization, Togbi Alosode, told Graphic Online's Alberto Mario on Monday morning, June 12th, that there were no immediate relief items for the flood victims. We are studying the situation and assessing the damage prior to providing relief items for the displaced people, he added. The worst affected areas are Agbawema, Ahia Toku Kope, Awakome, Hachu Kope, and Akami. Others are Lokove, Ahofe, Ji Sakope, and Yegbe Femi near Agbozome, and some communities in Klekor. On my be ye Femino Mianuara and Mpɔtam morning show with PAPALAW Perfect. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, online radiobox.com. Stick and stay right here. The best is yet to come. I want you to hit the share button. Share the message on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. Tell your friends that it's time for Mpɔtam morning show. Stick and stay right here. It's time for sports. And already the professor of sport is already here. Eric Menz is here. And a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. Sports is one of our favorites here on PAPALAW Radio. Eric Menz. And you are looking good. Stand up for the champions.
Thank you. Thank you. The champions are in. They should have stand up right before we enter the studio. It's been a fantastic one. Wow. Still in the celebration mood.
Yeah. The city is still blue. We are now going on a tour. I mean, taking selfies with the trophy. To win treble is not easy.
We are looking at bringing them to Ghana.
Yeah.
So the United fans here can have a feel of how a lot of them weren't born.
The treble,
you know, a lot of them weren't born when they last won it.
I'm telling you.
There's a time we are watching history. And we are making history as well. So they would say, "Oh, we've won it before. Where were you?" They were nowhere.
That's right.
Yes. This is the time we are watching how it was
done.
Done.
Yeah.
Yes. So it should be a lesson.
The Indomie generation.
Exactly. Support a team that you can make history with them.
That's
not
right.
for you to be a historian.
That's right.
And read their history.
That's right.
And be like, 94, we won this 90. Where were you?
Honestly, the feeling is different when you see it.
Yes. When you are part
when
of
you
it.
read the history.
Oh, historians. There are a lot of historians. They'll be like,
like Black Stars.
Exactly.
1985 or
yes,
so.
when we last time
we won African
all
Cup.
Ghanaians are historians.
And most people are just doing history. That time, short pente shoma. Ebesina ha. Now here a good session and well who's at it
you are looking at Haaland, you are looking at De Bruyne. You can tell your kids that you were there, you saw this, you can just say something. Unlike some people. But a lot is happening. A lot. As you know, when we are here, we bring you exclusives. Yes, a lot interesting ones are happening. I stand up for the champions as we are here, and it's fantastic how things are turning out for the champions. That's the Blues. Yes, the blue side of Manchester.
I'm telling you.
And it's yesterday was a fun-packed activities for both the fans and the players.
That's right.
Jack Grealish.
The guy is good.
Jack Grealish.
That can dribble.
They said yesterday, right from Turkey, Manchester booked a flight for them, a hotel that is costing £550 a night.
Can you imagine?
For them to sleep, but they had to move to Ibiza with a private jet. So from the what's the name, from Turkey to Ibiza, they had to just go and chill, proper fun.
Wow.
Proper fun.
That's right.
And they had to move from there.
That's right.
Oh, it's funny. From Turkey to Ibiza in Spain.
Football.
Yes, they went to Spain to
So
have fun.
those who parents told them football is for vagabonds
now
and
I'm
criminals.
looking for a son.
I'm telling you.
I need a son.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
To
Project
play football.
Mbappe. Yes.
I'm telling you.
Project Mbappe. Today's one I was watching
Wow.
a 10-year-old,
The
a 10-month-old baby. How much in the booth, Papa? They said Project Mbappe. You lie bad. I'm looking for. I need to get a baby boy. This year or next year, then you can start a project in Mbappe.
Sure.
But so they said from Turkey, they had to move to Ibiza, Spain, to have proper fun. And they had to move from Ibiza to England for the parade.
Wow.
Yes, even the hotel they booked, only 2 players were present.
Wow.
And the rest were all in Ibiza, chilling. They came back and Jack Grealish couldn't walk. He had to give him a wheel. I am fine. I am fine.
Ricky Bolton.
What was it?
Wabre. Bola wa boni twa yi twa.
Alvarez. Joao Alvarez say this guy drinks anything.
Yeah.
Don't want to be now trophy parade, Baba. He went to take the reflectors of the organizers and on Shattering and watch it. Haaland was with topless. Probably they were having proper fun.
I'm telling you.
They are making history.
It's enjoying.
Yes, and it's fun.
Sometimes you look at the images, how you were nearly beaten.
They've really struggled.
The torture in the mind.
Yes, and they had to come to this end.
Yeah.
But there's another school of thought in the on social media saying that between Pep Guardiola and Sir Alex Ferguson, whose hierarchy will you rate to be the best?
I'll rate him.
Yes.
I'll rate Pep for this because football has changed.
Yes.
There are days. Look at Black Stars at the time.
Exactly.
We said they won this, they did this, they did that.
Yes.
Up to date.
Yes.
When it became more scientific,
exactly,
they've not been able to win one silverware for us. Not even one.
That is where the school.
Not even one. 85.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 85.
Up to date.
Libya. Yeah.
No cap.
No cap.
Omani who came number 2.
But that's how things are turning up on social media, and people are saying that Pep Guardiola is the best. Even ex-Manchester legend Rio Ferdinand and the rest were in the news that Pep is the best.
This guy is doing it with different teams.
And his
Bayern Munich,
Barcelona, and now Manchester. And his footprint or fingerprints are left all over world football now.
I'm telling you.
Yes, he has developed and evolved football now. He has a mark in football. Sir Alex Ferguson was doing just the normal dynamics, yes, but this one has invented goalkeepers being part of the game. The tiki-taka. Defenders, when the ball comes, defender has to just balloon the ball. But these days, they take your time, possess the ball from the back. So we don't. That's why we have differences with some defenders like Koulibaly and the rest. They just balloon the ball. No. Just be a ball playing defender and a ball playing keeper. So Pep Guardiola, still on. So we can leave it to the fans to bring their suggestions in there as well, as they can text us on social media and we can read it out for them. But there's another interesting dynamics that's happened. Still the Blues, they are all over, everywhere. Wherever you go, they are there. Mbappe, Papa, your Mbappe yesterday, in the dying minute of the evening, Mbappe came out that he's not going to extend his contract with PSG.
That's right.
And this is the scenario. Mbappe has 2 years in his contract. Next year will be left with only a year. So PSG have no option. It's either they let Mbappe exhaust all his contracts or go free next season.
Okay.
Or they sell him this season.
Okay.
And make money.
Okay.
So they have 3 options.
That's right.
Yes. So it's one.
I think they should sell him and make money.
Yes, one. It's either they sell him, and Mbappe is looking at Real Madrid losing Benzema.
Okay.
There might
Now
be
he has to go and fill that
a very
spot.
big opportunity for him.
That's right.
So one is Mbappe, PSG selling Mbappe. 2, seeing his contract run out.
That's right.
And 3, letting him go free after next season.
Which wouldn't happen. They should make their money
Yes.
now.
So they are just catch up. They have no option.
That's right.
They've lost already Lionel Messi.
That's right.
Neymar also hovering around either PSG or Chelsea.
That's right.
Manchester United or Chelsea.
Okay.
So as it stands now, they might lose Mbappe as well.
That's right.
So my hot power.
That's right.
PSG very hot.
They can't handle stars, so they should go.
Yes.
They should learn from.
They are very
can't.
hot. They are very. And talking of contract extensions and contract running out, Pep Guardiola yesterday, speculation says that he might run out. He left it to only 2 years in England. So he's looking at finishing his 2 years contract and taking a sabbatical leave in football.
Wow.
We are hoping that the
it.
Sheikhs can still force him to
Keep
stay.
him, yeah.
He needs to stay.
Yeah.
If he's going to stay for 10 years, he should stay.
We'll win more.
So he will break Sir Alex Ferguson's record. He should die there. We'll build him a statue. Whatever he likes, he should be there. Like,
that's right.
We'll do everything for him to be there. He's not going anywhere, Papa.
That's
we want Pep Guardiola there. Papa, and Steven Gerrard is also in the news. As things stands now, yes, the former Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard has agreed to join Saudi Arabian side Al Ittifaq FC. Yes, Steven Gerrard is set to become the new manager of Al Ittifaq in Saudi Arabia. They finished 7th on the league log and they are looking at having Steven Gerrard in their mix. So the Saudi Arabians, Papa, now they are targeting all angles. All angles.
And I like that spirit.
Yeah, they are targeting everywhere. Papa, yes, let's do some transfer news and do some local tidbits. Yes, as it stands now, Arsenal are close to agreeing a fee with West Ham captain Declan Rice. Yes, the fee is expected to be around 100 million pounds. Yes, it's not bad for a player. And Per Mascata, formerly Arsenal captain, is in the news saying that Arsenal, he believes that Arsenal are in a good position to sign Ilkay Gundogan from Manchester City. Gundogan still on his contract renewal with Manchester City, being that he wants 2 years contract, but City is offering a year and another year extension. So we are still talking about it, but Gundogan still will be a Manchester City player, hopefully. And Manchester United want to poach Arsenal's new talisman, William Saliba. Yes, Saliba has been one of the key players for Arsenal this particular season, and as things stands now, he might be going to Manchester United. Still not confirmed, but we still hope that things like that can come to pass. And Papa, the new coach for Chelsea, Pochettino, is still in the news, looking for a new keeper, and his eye, the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Yes,
Chelsea had a stubborn keeper.
Andrew Onana, yes.
Yeah, you if you want to be
hey, one of Bechi.
No, Jina Park in
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Kwa was a man.
Ostionko baby.
Obia Samasa, then now you are a share. Or catch said your man say,
on to the Onana Bechi penalties.
My guy, Rajidio.
That penalty, Manchester City in a share. Yes.
What did you?
It's
because we will be that. Obia can be say, I is a main continent. Miss me on the medal pony. Same guy, Vizu.
Yeah, Kappa was Sansa Bibia, was Sansa. Oh
my God.
Bibia United Befra was Sansa the gate.
That's right.
As it stands now, yesterday, the 23, yes, the national team jet off to Morocco for the AFCON and the 23 AFCON coming on next 2 weeks. Yes.
And
so,
the Black Stars are also in camp.
Yes, they are in camp now. Papa, yesterday I was previewed to be there. One of my players was called, so went there. And as it stands, only Thomas Partey and Gideon Mensah weren't in there. But this morning, exclusive from airport, we had a call that yes, we drew. Exclusive.
No, we said this is Arsenal going.
We almost season. Yeah, Ashama superstar almost season.
You see, when it comes to patriotism, you can't take the DIU out.
Yes, the day was the first to report to the
camp. That guy,
Papa, the day was the first to report in the camp.
So patriotic.
He loves the country.
Michael Essien. At his time, he was also committed.
Oh no,
time about Chelsea active.
Appiah was the hallmark for when we talk of
hey, that guy when it comes to captaincy.
Let me educate our viewers more. Appiah, when Appiah was in Juventus, Appiah made mention that he lost his place in Juventus because of the national team. Yeah, it was this under 23. He had to 2004, 2005 Olympics. He had to move. They told him that no, Appiah, Olympics is for players that are upcoming. You are a figure
top notch.
So just be with Juventus. At that time, they were getting to the close of the season. So just be there, finish your season, and go home. Appiah said, no, you go and represent Ghana at the.
That man.
And he went.
You see the when he came back, when he's praying.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's
you
praying
have
before the match,
all over you.
Yes.
Appiah went and came back and started nursing injury. So then he never became any starting for Juventus again. He lost his place with Juventus because of the national team. That should tell you how patriotic Appiah is. Stephen Appiah, one day we should get a time, read his profile, like we've been doing for the politicians. We'll read his profile, go into details. If possible, get him on the phone and speak to him. Celebrate him. He's a legend. Yes, he's done a lot for the country.
Very humble guy.
Simple guy. Yes,
very humble.
Very simple guy. Papa, enough of the football. Papa, there's Koulibaly also in the news. Okay. That is an interesting trade from Saudi Arabia. They really want him, and this is the opportunity. They are asking him to select the team he wants to play in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
It doesn't happen in football. A lot. These Saudi Arabians, Papa, let's give them 4 or 5 years. We'll see what will happen. They want to.
So Ronaldo's prophecy.
Yes, coming to pass. No, I think Ronaldo was given the projects.
So he's aware.
He's aware. They gave him this is the project.
I said it.
Yeah, they gave him the project because it's part of to lure him to that side. It's not easy to get a brand like Ronaldo there. So they gave him projects.
Monies they have
made a lot. Even this particular season, they've recouped a lot of the money they've invested in Ronaldo. So a lot is happening. Let's get away from football a bit and do some interesting basketball activities. Papa, as it stands now, Miami Heat. Yes, they have been dominating the NBA. Yes, the NBA for a while. And yesterday they were beaten by Nuggets. Yes, and the Nuggets are now the new champions of the NBA, and they've won it for the first time in history.
That's amazing.
Yes. And basketball, this is how it works in America. A lot of people think basketball is like football in America. They have conferences. So they have the South, the North, and the East. American is like the whole Africa coming together. So imagine. That is why their league is also different. So I get that question a lot. How is American football like the soccer game? Yes, so like a whole African continent coming together to form a country. So that is like America. Good. So we have those from the north, the Algerians, the Libyans, the Moroccans. They will play their own league. Okay. So that is the North Conference. Then we come to the South Conference. That is South Africa, Djibouti, Rwanda, Zimbabwe. Those teams, they will play there from the South. And the middle, that is the East and the West. We also have our conference. So the first two from each league will come together and play a league. So the winner will be the same with their basketball. Okay. So that is how their basketball and their football run, because it's a huge continent. Okay. Yeah, they can't really have one league like we have in Ghana. Yes, now I'm an American, so in a way.
That's how come they struggle to play football.
Football, because it's not easy to get the players from every place wants to dominate. So that is how it works. So that is some interesting news for today's sports on PAPALAW Mpɔtam Morning Show. All right.
Thank you. That was Sports brought to you by Professor of Sports, Eric Mess. All right, so I'll go for a quick break, and when I'm back, Doc will speak to us on hepatitis B. He's going to educate us on hepatitis. In fact, we started this journey. We have two kinds: the acute hepatitis and then the chronic one. Then we have the types from A to E. So Doc started the A last Friday. Yesterday he was not on radio. Yes, last Friday. So today is going to continue from where he left off. And today we are dealing with hepatitis B. 10 minutes on top of the hour. 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We stream it live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. We are live and we are rocking wide. Stick and stay right here. Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Can you bring the wafa? Empower yes na winya. Yami shira, amani paya zefoa. Enyanum. Yafanya misroye jumana nyami besrayen. Abraya boya. Emoya muraye. Ebe ya efiyanara. Amabe ya efiyana.
All right, on mind be ye femino me and 30 minutes on top of the hour. 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. I have on the line to speak to the issue, hepatitis B. On PAPALAW Radio, we educate, we inform, and we entertain. This is time to be educated. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm blessed, though. The Lord is faithful. How is the family?
Oh, everyone is fine.
Your patient?
They are all fine.
All right, Doc, as usual, your general overview of healthcare service in Ghana.
Wow. Okay. I think there's more room for improvement, and government should put measures in place and post the health professionals at home. We have to post them so that they can help augment us in healing people and saving lives. Thank you.
Doc, so what will be your proposal for proper health care? We've visited a couple of hospitals here in Tema, and especially in the public sector. When you go, you are told that the NHIS card isn't working. It's not effective. There are drugs that cannot be covered. You have to go and pay for it, buy for yourself and all that. So what will be your proposal to government?
Okay, I think we have to increase the, let me say, the amount that we pay.
Okay.
You get it? Because if you are paying, let's say 20 cedis, and you are not getting the drugs that you are supposed to get, why don't we pay like 30? So that if you go to the hospital, it can cover the drugs that is there.
Okay.
That's the only thing they can do.
So Doc, today I would like to disturb you. Oh, go ahead.
So okay, so if they are if the end insurance they increase the fee, I think it will help in general so that we can also take care of people. They can also pay for the insurance can cover the drugs and it will help us. So
Yes, sir. All right, Doc. So let's look at this situation from another perspective or angle.
mhm.
Some doctors, we are told when we spoke to some of the patients,
Okay,
will write drugs for you and give you a specific pharmacy
please.
to go and buy from. And
Yes,
at the end of the day, people complain, I don't have money, but I'm told to
of
go
course.
here and go and borrow and go and buy and all that. Can we deal with this issue by addressing the issue face to face or interface it with government plans and strategies? We are
This
the
one, I think we should deal with it face to face, and it's a bad practice in the first place.
that's right.
Because if you want to do business, go into your business.
That's
You
right.
see, of late, people have taken medicine as a business. I don't know
That's right.
intervention, but it shouldn't be that. Medicine is calling. It's
That's
like
right.
a calling from God. If you
Wow.
don't have passion, don't go there.
That's
If you don't
right.
have passion, you shouldn't come in.
This will
That
be
is it.
this will be our headline.
Of course,
Medicine is also a calling. It's like
it's
a
a
call
calling.
from God. That's right.
Of course, if you don't have passion, don't come in.
That's right.
This is people without passion. The passion to save lives are those doing that, and they have to stop. They have to stop. They have to stop.
Doc, I like the passion at which you have spoken today because these are major issues. And
Of
one
course,
interesting thing is like those of us who are into pastoring, some people will messed up and everybody is tagged. Pastors
yes,
of today, presenter, radio broadcasters of today,
yes,
doctors of today. They will
yes.
go and they won't have time for you, but they are able to sell drugs to you
Of
and they
course,
tell you go and get it from here. When you go
yeah.
to a different place, they will tell you, I can't use this drug
You
for
see,
you. And
it's like a coincidence. You see, I something has just happened right now. A colleague from elsewhere gave a prescription to a parent of a child to go and get anti-malaria. Anti-malaria. I met them. The child is convulsing. This just this morning. So I was asking, so don't they have anti-malaria at their facility? And that the woman was moving around looking for a specific pharmacy to go and buy it. It's bad. We have to stop this. We have to stop. It's good you also ask because I've also experienced the same thing just this morning. Just this morning, the child was convulsing, so I have to just rush them to the nearest hospital
that's
for
right.
treatment. It's very bad. Very, very bad.
Thank you for being one in a billion. I mean, setting the pace for the rest of your colleagues to also follow. So,
You're welcome.
colleagues who are doing fraudulent act in the medicine field, you heard your own colleague. Let's stop and do the right thing. Save lives. God will reward you, and when you do it better, you'll be rewarded from generation to generation. Doc, thank you very much. Now let's zoom straight to our main topic for today: hepatitis. We've dealt with the type, that is the two kinds, I should say. We dealt with the chronic and then the acute one, and then we started dealing with the types. Last Friday, we dealt with hepatitis A. Today, Doc, we want to deal with hepatitis B. So, what is hepatitis B?
Hepatitis B. Now, hepatitis B is a serious liver infection. It's a worldwide healthcare problem, especially in the developing countries like Ghana. And it is caused by hepatitis B virus. So that's hepatitis B, a serious viral infection or a serious liver infection caused by hepatitis B virus. And it is transmitted via body fluids such as the blood, semen, and vaginal secretion. So it can be transmitted through sex.
Wow.
Through, let me say, blood transfusion. And also it can be transmitted vertically from mother to the fetus. The outcome of hepatitis B infection is a complication, viral host interruption. Let me put it that way, a viral host interruption that results in either an acute symptomatic disease or asymptomatic disease. So it depends on you. It could be that you are having the disease, but you are not showing signs and symptoms of the disease.
Okay.
Or you have the disease and you are showing signs and symptoms of the disease. Reason being that some patients clear the hepatitis B virus and develop anti-hepatitis B.
Okay.
You get it? So as long as this individual has the antibody to hepatitis B core antigen, he or she is at risk of reactivation because hepatitis B virus infection is incurable disease.
Oh, okay.
So,
hepatitis, right? The B.
yes, please.
Wow.
The B.
It's incurable. Till
Yes,
now, we
please.
don't have cure for it.
Well, we are managing. We are managing. We have some drugs that we use to manage.
So
Yes.
it means the mode of transmission is sexual intercourse, or there is
Yes.
more to it.
There's more to it. We have it can be transmitted through sexual intercourse, through body fluids, that's blood. It can also be transmitted vertically from a mother to the fetus through breastfeeding, sharing of items with infected people, and the rest. Yes.
That's amazing. Then, sorry to say, but a lot of people's attention or people are a bit scared or skeptical when we talk about HIV/AIDS and the likes. People actually don't want to, hear anything about HIV/AIDS. They get scared. Going even to the hospital to know your HIV status is another thing. But this one you are talking about, much attention has not been paid to it, isn't
Of
it?
course. Of course. And we have
Because
to.
if hepatitis can be transmitted through sex, then much education has not been done.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Wow. So, Doc, what are some of the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B?
Okay. Clinical manifestation of hepatitis B are due to, let's say, interruption of virus and the host immune system. You get it? So if you have a stronger immune system, as I said earlier, it could be that you have the symptoms or you might not have the symptoms.
Oh, okay.
So if there is the interaction of the virus and your immune system, and your immune system is not strong enough, you are going to get these symptoms. And if you get these symptoms and you are not tested and treated for hepatitis B, it can lead to the liver cirrhosis, hepatocellular carcinoma, and death. So some of the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B, we have nausea. We have, you feel like vomiting. That's nausea. The feeling of vomiting, but you are not vomiting. Then we have the vomiting itself. We have this low-grade fever. We have abdominal pain, mostly at the epigastric side. So we have disturbances in sleep patterns. We have mental confusion.
Okay.
We have coma. You can get coma. We have myalgia. When we talk of myalgia, generalized body pain. You can get. We have this easy fatigability. You can get disordered smell sensation. Disordered smell sensation. You can get jaundice. That's the yellowish coloration of the skin. You can get ascites. Yes, so these are mostly the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B. Now, patients with chronic hepatitis B infection can be immune tolerant or have an, let me say, inactive chronic infection without any evidence of their disease, and they are asymptomatic. So you can have them, those with chronic hepatitis B infection, whose immune system are stronger and has been able to fight the infection on their own, can have the infection but they will not get the signs and symptoms, these signs and symptoms that I mentioned. So the best thing is you have to test, because if you don't test and you have the chronic infection, it can also cause problem. Please, do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So patients with chronic active hepatitis may have the symptoms. So in a nutshell, these are the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B.
So how do you investigate?
Okay, for hepatitis B investigation, we'll do the liver function test to see how the liver is functioning, as I said in the previous lectures.
That's right.
We have the hepatitis B surface antigen. You do the hepatitis B surface antigen. You do the hepatitis B E antigen. We have the hepatitis B core antibody. Then you have the abdominal ultrasound scan. You can do the abdominal CT scan. You can do the abdominal magnetic resonance imaging, that is abdominal MRI. You can do the liver biopsy or laparoscopy. Now, this is the standard procedure to assess the severity of the disease. So, the liver biopsy or the laparoscopy.
So finally, Doc, how do you manage hepatitis? Is there any way to manage hepatitis B?
Yes. Now, the primary treatment goals for patients with hepatitis B infection are to prevent the progression of the disease. So that is the primary goal. We prevent the progression of hepatitis to, let's say, liver cirrhosis or liver failure or hepatocellular carcinoma. So the way by which we can manage them, we have the dietary changes. So individuals with decompensated liver, when I say decompensated liver, patient with deterioration in the liver function, with individuals of this in this state, we have low sodium diets for them. So their food should contain a low sodium. Now they should take in high protein diets. They have to take in high protein diets. They have to avoid alcohol and hepatogenic drugs. Then we should cancel these patients. We have to cancel these patients. So, because hepatitis B positive patients should receive counseling about the prevention of hepatitis B. They have to receive counseling about prevention of hepatitis B. And also, patients who are at risk of developing hepatitis B should undergo immunization. When we say patients who are at risk, that is people closer to people who have hepatitis B. As I said in the other presentation, that people, the contact trace, we have to do contact tracing. Yes, so we have to do contact tracing. So there should be also immunization. So vaccination is highly effective in preventing hepatitis B.
So we have hepatitis immunization injection.
Yes, please. Okay. Yes, please. So if you do that, it's going to help us manage the condition. Now we have prevention of hepatitis B. The control at the source with contacts to further cases of disease is the primary goal. So as I said previously, you look at the source. Where is this person getting the hepatitis B from? Where did he get it from? We look at the source. Then we go there. We have our contact tracing. We get all individuals who are come in contact with the patients. Then we screen them and we treat them. Please, you get the point.
Yes, sir.
Now we have to educate people. There should be education about transmission and prevention of. There should be education about transmission of hepatitis B, how it is being transmitted. They have education on it, and we also have education on how to prevent the hepatitis B. That's it. And we have the pharmacological management of hepatitis B. With the pharmacological management, these are you come to the hospital, you go to the clinic, and we give you the drugs, and you have to complete your drugs. If you adhere to these protocols, everything will be very effective. So in a nutshell, that's something small about hepatitis B.
Doc, so what would be your advice to those who are infected with hepatitis and those who are not? Because somebody might feel, oh, I'm good, I'm strong, like you rightly said in the course of your presentation. you can be strong, but hey, the same things might be there. So, what will be your advice to both sides?
Okay, I'll first target those who have not seen it. What you have to do is to get tested. And when after testing and you are negative, you have to take the hepatitis vaccine, hepatitis B vaccine, so that you will not get it. And if you test and you are positive, I will advise you see your doctor for medication, and everything will be fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. So your final words.
My final words, I don't know. I'm very this morning. That incident just
Yeah.
But it is well.
Some of your colleagues are,
Yes.
bad not
So
amongst them.
we should all try as much as possible and do our possible best and save lives, because that is the goal. Medicine is a calling.
An unprintable message today.
If you are not called, go home.
That's right. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Medicine is a calling from God. If you are not called, go home. I like that. Thank you very much. That was Dr. Brefo Apawu Leslie of Standards Clinic and Akufo-Addo Clinic. Awesome doctor. A doctor who had dignified himself over the years.
Yeah.
You heard it. Some of them are messing about.
Exactly.
Papa. You go to the hospitals and they won't take good care of you.
Not at all.
Then the next thing is they are giving you excuses.
Yeah.
They are giving you excuses. Go to this pharmacy. The pharmacy belongs to them. So they direct patients there. And at the end of the day, they make money without thinking about the patient.
Yes.
Whether the patients are doing well or not.
They are not.
There are doctors who have discouraged people from going to the hospital. That's why people walk to pharmacy, get drug. It goes beyond
that. Yes.
But some of the pushes and attitude of our doctors is so bad.
So bad.
They just look at you, then they yell. No, I trade you, and that's it.
Anything at all.
They won't examine you. Those days when you go to the hospital, the doctors will take time, examine you, treat you well. How are you do? You get better, okay?
Yeah.
Now they don't have time.
Yeah.
It's all about business.
The treatment alone will make you feel good.
So your colleague says, if you are not called, because medicine is also a calling, like somebody saying God has called me as a pastor. Medicine is a calling. If you are not called, vamos.
Yes.
32 minutes on top of the hour 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. Mpɔtam morning show with PAPALAW Perfect. I'm going for a break and I'll be right back.
One can ask some. They might to some kakre was supreme. Yo, coffee, oh man, ya woman, oh man, ya mana. Geni baby, ako, watch out, ya waren. One some, one nipa, as I did of you. Yamo embera, ya, Amaya umano, amaya mamana. Adiwaya nora, nyamichata, nyamana renya. Wanso, wanipa, sawaya wanabe. Yamo embera ebeya efihena. Wanso, wanipa, ezadepa ofioyo. Yamo embera Abeya Efiana, Amabeya Efiana, Amabeyo, Asite Beya Efiana, oh, Amabeya Efiana, Yana, Yamo Embera, Abeya, Abrayu Arabo, Amabeya Efiana. Emina, Yamo Embera, Can you bring the wafa? Simpower ways now winner. Yamishira, how many fires the four? And Yanum. And finally, Soya Jumana, Yami Besrayan, O'Brien, Boya. And my Amuraye, Abeya, Fianara. Amabaya, Fianara, Janova, Asitaya, Fianara, Amabaya, Fianara, Adiche, Yamo Amuraye, Abeya, Yibangawa, Amabaya, Fianara, Yanaro, Yamo Amuraye, Abeya, Este Abraham, you might have
I might be here for me. No, me and we are at 36 minutes on top of the hour, 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of PAPALAW Radio. We stream it live on www.mountainghana.com, online radiobox.com. We have a lot on the table for you. We're building communities together. So me, myself, the indefatigable team here, together with you, the listener, the follower, wherever you find yourself, which part of the globe, which community you find yourself in, we are building our communities together. So we are looking at our roads, our road networks, we are looking at our water supply system, our sewage system, and our electricity matters. These are basic needs of every Ghanaian, or within your confines. The community-based people are demanding for few things: our road networks, water supply or nearness to water, electricity, and proper network when it comes to telecommunication. These are the basic needs. And as a radio station whose agenda is to build communities together with you, we deem it fit to be part of Honorable Ernest Nogbe. He had a media engagement at all on our roads, and the topic is fix our roads. Hashtag we are dying. Hashtag Yewu. The we are dying means Yewu in Chi. This is coming from the Honorable Ernest Henry Nogbe, his office. So he took it upon himself. Well, he goes to Parliament to legislate law on behalf of the Ashaman constituency. All right, he can only lobby if your government is not in power. You can only lobby government through the MCE, the DC, the mayor for your roads to be fixed. And yesterday was a very, intriguing day, a day full of engagement, and I'm sure Honorable Ochi, I know you've heard all that, or if you have not been briefed, I'm sure you've heard what happened yesterday. Major roads, or the intra roads, the inter roads, the connecting roads within us, Ashama municipality and its environs, were taught, and the state is bad, is deplorable, and I think you need to do something about it as soon as possible. And yes, sir, ye be demonstration no dim papa yewu demonstration. Fix our roads. Fix our roads. This one is not fix the country. Fix our roads. We are dealing with the community. So Honorable Dogwe Tos Ashaman municipality wanting to know the state of arose. We sent our reporters there, and we have a reporter in the house to give us a clear-cut view of what really happened yesterday during the engagement they had with the Honorable MP Ernest Nogbe. Oheneba Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bokodi.
Obadi adom ye.
The radiase. Na anope wenya bibia didie.
Oh, anope die. Bibia nkom ye. Bibia nkom ye sa.
Onya shama koko ani.
David.
Adra yenya release.
Yeah.
And as na watch ye twemu no say Honorable MP for Shaman Ernest Henry Nogbe yeah. And Omanford and media between komo on your betutu and more communities now share the state of the roads. Onyanza nibi babies say sebi will nim said they are quite naye. But a way to canvas for support from the community-based people, because they took him to parliament. He's actually been the voice of over something people in Ashama.
2,000 plus.
I think it was a good initiative and still remains a good initiative.
Yeah.
But we need action. Yeah. Action now. It's not just the talk. We are sick and tired of talk, and we leave it there. So tell us, yesterday you were there. How did it all started and how did it all end?
Okay. What do you make with you for? I know what you're for. PAPALAW radio and TV boy juma. As I say, America crane. Na ye din komo efa ya kwan ho nsem e wa Ashaman.
That's right.
Yeah, Ashaman your communities are baby are affected by the
so
roads.
So a report to Jericho one year.
Enti me unu say nyame adom message na travel far. PAPALAW radio TV your message no akwachire. Enti ya nke bia nshemu na honorable yete say honorable pese one e media no ekoto na yanko point affected areas na omom routes and as oma kwan ne no na yehu kwan a ye be fa so a on be fix routes no eti nyame adom ndra yekopie mu ya Ashama constituency na Ashama na yekopie on the office ye NDC in the office on yekopie na ye kwan na media no domina ba ye bebre na ba be hia wo enti na ye contem no almost a time on the no train and say never starting.
Ashaman also deserves better.
Better. Enti na ye train say no train we na ye de dwumadi no to no esiso ba am say ye train na ma am say a delay kakra na so obaye. Enti obaye na ye de dwumadi ni e sha say ye start to no every Mandela Park divisional police make pepe na video na me de buy no the same problem ya kwana the same problem na na wo sa enti ya started twa video ni mfoni ni free hono ma eko new town ho kakra enti divisional police ni mo nyina asai na ye to no ti na drivers fo na wo nyina bebre na ebu afu because sana on say medi kind the video bi buy na drivers fo no ka say hono for the past 10 years now obi amfa asoso anase blade anase bibi kran ebe kasa obegu kwan no so mpo da bi enuti ema
coffee for no see me but one na wo Facebook ni YouTube obetuma call YouTube obetumi akọ Facebook sisi a ye the video na mfoni na to ho kone ko hwe the state of Ashaman roads endorsed by twitwa videos and kama o hwe media outlets a ekọ ho a yen video na efe pa media ho papa see and ye ni fine papa and the state of the roads there bad into aso
eti ye started aprobono wo Mandela Park ono na eja ye gusun kakra na ebi nso kasaye a drivers for ne timemufo ni bi kasaye kire ma adwen ye tikemu omo faye ne nti edu bebi a road ni nya na yesi fam na ya ahwe na ya ye ho story wo ho na ebisa Mpɔtam fo no omo tete wo no na ebisa omo nti ye firi ho ye kakra na ye koye na ye call New Town Kef ye firi ho na ye call New Town Kef Newtown care from so and also sana kwan nye na uni papa ye du ho no timamufo no obia wa wo hye dem kora epie ba be ka say o se kwan nye kwan na yese ntino obia wo ne ne a opese o ka fa kwan no na so lucky say ye do Newtown care for no ye ko shia honorable DC
sir
me na me ka me kire
no dwane ana no
papa e ko ye ntokwa me ka me kire wo ye hu no
na security ka no
security cano ba ye hu no na medias no ni e pese ye rational ye hu DC ni e pese ye rational e bisa nsam kakra efa eye ni a esi ye kwan no sana nkrofo kasa fa kwan no kwan na project apansam no ono no so akọ ye pin a ye DC
na no kwen na ehọ nenyam no dwane ana no kwen
na okofi no ofifie na na office
ofifie ko
office it is so lucky
ni e ko so nem so onya
line ntina onim se
ono ofa se kwa meba hotre
papa mate
ofa se kwa ne so eya ye ne de one de motorway aye
papa
on de 10 miles so called motorway first motorway near the pride here udi agrose obewu o se kwa ne I'm telling you it will honorable MC ofa sa ofa kwa ne so ko ne office enti ohun
honorable abeta o kire no ohun pa
enye so ohun ye ofa so da to aso
enti ye ko hia no no ono na adwene se ye nhia no wo ho because the way ye hia no putupuru no ehia no wanwa wansusu se ye be hia no wo
sa na wo se ye mpanyifo
enti ye hia no
tell mo ani the camera say see o mo so aburochire eni obedwane wo yira duru obeyira paparazzis omo na ye ma yi Princess Diana ne driver omo de copy me yewu ye ba bia be fa bia camera ya shase ankenye ni so omo ne nam ho yi se da no me nam a me kopie ba bia keti amon so apie ho oba ne nipe di na chi obia ba wi bi omo nyina didi I saw them I was there and that day I was not in the mood to do video and all that. I could have sat there and zoom it and catch it and put it there. Almost VB and made DHC, memory. And then ya, almost conference war. I'm say habo baby. Says on the trade minister.
Yeah.
It's your movie ye no. Wo movie ye no. Nyo oye adihuam no pepa nensa no kwa. It's oma beshe ho. Kone kohwe di omo di beshe. Go and check the expenditure. O yembe show. Omo be didia bibia baby a make a special place.
Yeah.
Omo aduane ba kokura be di bewie no. Na bia me hamani nkan be ye buffet no. One to akranye 500.
Wow.
Na hwe nipa dodo a na di nachi. Bebre pack your mocas ne yi ne chese. Ensensa ne ope bia omo we aduane nam salad eno fruit ni no mo de chance ena na ye me ya fruit ikura na me di bi ache na we ni de ye fruit salad enye no ansa no ma salad ni so we ye fruit salad we nye vegetables and ye can say leaves in the no wo mu wie ye no mo de aduane ne hyehye so eni ensan we gine we ache me see nye obi na ka I was there I saw them ni nyina ebekwa kwotwa hyem me no ka say ya twa hyem say ye cost seminar cost ni ni do boom ni de ato
Ghana
kasa hu 1 2 3 ni jato that's all to aso
enti na ye bo
DC ni MC ni so de bibi anko adi awie ye so pe bibi papa bibi anko adi awie
enti ye bo pini no ye bo pini honorable abet ochre na ye bo pini no na say
no dos
ye dos because media no do na buy enti ye bo pini no na o say on kasa enti odi ebufuo
anti me hu video ni kura wa na mo share no ye dey to screen so honorable and no say no share no say honorable no I confused no na da so no kwaya would nam so the call office would nam kwa we so office
na ye bo pire ni say person na kasa na on person na kasa nti edu be kan ne bufu kra say na de na sa na ye adwuma na de na all of a sudden ye bisa ne permission sa na ye aka say start video no And as you started business and sensem. Enti e mana be ye say
Ghana pe na openyi to be kasa asem we
oh yeah. Ono ana
ko
kan.
buruchiri ne kone nam ona hwade. Sa akwa na yo ode e ko viral no okọ hoko ye dey. Maka cho se be panyi. Maka cho se be ye anasanto so mebo.
Oh.
Obi aka chom so omumra me ye MP ni
Debi wo na odi hu ba e
wo so be ye because who nim say obetumi anya sa
no
and you enjoy the benefits that comes with it.
that is it.
Dano Mr. John Apia ade o kire wa ha jebremo ante ase celebrity
Yeah.
once you enter into public office
Be ready for the
recently Ashama Ntimami use stone boy also oji obi phone dey bo ho
Yeah.
na okoko ye dey
Okoko ye dead okoko.
That's the problem.
ene ho ne nye baabi a wo nko a wo betuma
Alcohol there.
again se wo nko a celebrities a minimum no se beach no ba te se Serenity my favorite me yard better mom first camera na me nye ni bebre mamo
Yes I
me ko tena ho a I like where the breeze is me pe baabi a breeze no e boba tie se me pese me kire se me ye figure public figure nti me pese enipa beba be disturb me unim dia wasa me ye I have to ask the manager how much is the cost for the whole hours me betna obi obeba ha aduane obeto ne yi matua ni nyina so unima me ka kire
Okay.
some celebrities go there whole day no atua so that people don't come there to disturb them.
That is it.
Exactly. Right. But when you come to celebrity assemble and make you, how dare you? Honorable, you missed it. Unya microphobia na uchi form so, not some of us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Public official, we right to information bill na yasa person. What? We can just walk in and say your media house here pay information about this. Recently so say charge bill.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We need an information.
Public officer. Share. Public officer obi betu to be a video.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you men pie. And I want ya de so ye de senefata. Because who dia grow bi betwa and na social media as abai. Oh say ka say ma mama maniansa and ye bo maniansa na mo ye ne model. Na mo me pursue and night onim the person ochire. Your person ochire na say nka frɛ no honorable questions say ni baby say bisa me make questions in chire
oh mo
no matter na be ye mere formality
yeah
honorable na say see na ye dey oh me ni o man panya kase eguso enche everything there be a politician say is in the pipeline
ateni so nim kra say mu ba ba bisa na semefa ekwan ni kra unhu no
sani
me ba me ni I'm going for a
minute free bia no pay
yeah
keta enso ya kofa 20 communities na affected pa ye frɛ DC no MCU say wan
yeah
DC no eno ye nkura nase nti municipal no ye fa ne sa but waka kire se o bankrai nti no ka mu ne die yi but ye frɛ na elia na ya mfrɛ ne bi o ne manfo na o meyi ano accountability here everybody love money as public officials but when it's time for accountability that is where they begin to do dilly-dally no they are intimidating me, they are doing witch hunting. Well professor, I respect him, Professor Frimpong Boateng media me say ni otu ni foso nkoye politics wa hano kontra ne cardio center ho wa ha papa ne papa wa ma na wie ye bri odi nanim onyam wa nya nyina twitwi from sa
nyina adwregu
me pa cho time papa ni di de no na wo left and right edene de ya na
good question
wo mo fa wo mamu o
debe
na mom ye hyase demand accountability and no we chante me and no tata me and no person mo ye mi sei ya do bri e wo se ye ka no kware kire ye mpanyifo we don't have to call a shovel a big spoon. Let's tell people the truth. Oh yeah, public official uncle read Public Official Act no. You can come to a place where an ordinary person is and think say nipa na hu nipa asumasi a no agya wo sa na wokɔ
onja sa
ono bekasa
of course
emfoni kura na camera metuma tena atwa
Exactly.
people can do things without your knowledge
yeah
etu ono abo ho ne de unya ne fo na brochira cap na hwe Bill Clinton no money Bill Clinton ni Bray Semi do you know cameras are necessary also nkaza wo ye president wo de fa on sa pimo bi na hwade he is lucky on that score because kuro yi mo emra nyejuma na mra ye juma
to say ebi wo kra na anka Guinness be oh na no
ba media house na ho na wo se nka mo de tutudwa mu twa no ni behavior nyina na mo de na tutu
na headline no ye dia tusu e dia ma no
ampa o nti
to aso
onya on se ne bufu ye emra ya approaching media na approaching ya pese mbisa ne nsem efa eye kwan no ho because akwakwa it say utie na amanfo no kan say omo say NPP say omo anto aba amamu ashaman anto aba NPP for
da ben ashama to aba
yo enti omo anto aba ma NPP no eno ho na nipa dom na esusu say eno nti na eye DC no enye de enfa nani entwa nhwe ashaman communities no bebia corona say no omo kwan na nya no eno ntia say ashaman anto aba ma NPP enti no meyi o mani no enti ne ye pese ye nhia DC no ne ne di nkomo na ya approach no o se na na mo approach me mama mo kwan ana say ne ye adwuma na na enti ne bufu ye hu abon say na opie fi ne kan mu kra ne bufu kra nka na opie Africa mu kra so one of NDC nkrofo ne bi na ja omo kan nsem omo kan ya na adwobra ba ye no de abufu etu ni ka koye enti wan twen kura hwe yanim kura mpo so ne yebekasa debi de bufu ye no otwi fire so no koye enti otwi fire so no timemufu ni bia sa ba bonten ebeka say ya note oye ahantan ne dwa wonimu obetwam de bia na kasa onfi exactly enti onfi ontie timemufu no ansam sa nete enti ye koso na honorable ye sa tu anamo ne ye ko eye tema ye du eye afarwa ye ko afarwa eye tema school no mo no school no start free school no mo tema school mo no e ko 22 on nyina papa hono nya bako say e ko na apro say
no so ye dia two screen so mo am Facebook
enye bako kura eno so ye twaya kodu eye afarwa station ho afarwa main station
ba bi o ton kube na station
ho
e ho nye sana de sia afarwa
main road no so pepepe enti ye do station on ye ne eye mpanefo ni bi eye station mpanefo ni bi e kasa ye kwan no ashama kwan no enti ye ne honorable Philip eye Ashong Honorable Philip Ashong on union none other GPRTU for chairman and I know you need to come now you need to come on also to just say aban no omo mpehwe free aban no say oma kwan pe no mo pe enye bibia no mo request for aban no mo pesa kwan no mo na akwan no o kasa du baby say akwan no because of akwan lintino drivers for no ebi wonu ma de bia no police which drivers na almost say car no unya maintenance police which na kwan no so check car no almost unya maintenance but kwan no so na e de problem number ema maintenance number because oni sika or do kwa maintenance ofani pa na oni sika or do kwa maintenance na we enam so na Christmas no afie betwam yi Christmas no na omko hu DC na DC no ba na obehu omka chom say ene omefa kwan bi a omede omehwe so no madwiri kwan no ana omesiesie kwan na mom na odis adi to dwawie no omehu nanim biom DC no wamba ho biom wo man tenka biom ebepem ne omuso omutu road ready omukotwa omutua tax omutua we nyina na so omakwan enye enti omosra aban ne say aban ne mba mehwe afarwa ene ahyaman obobo bia impo obo Lebanon atadaka na Newton Junction I say sakro sa areas ne there too much the place is so affected into mom sraban ne say aban no entwe omani behwe mo na aban na ma amam be twam enu anhwe omo dia ene omo do omo na besi fam na demonstration a ese omo yes fata no ombeye na drivers no bi so kasa na drivers no kasa na omo say se aban no se wenti a ene de omo de nkrante ene punti ma pa na be demonstration omo de atia Akufo-Addo e wo ne office eti wei ene niam a timemufu no bi e kan ye na yekoyenim ekopie ye last hour yekotwa ye bebi yedu wie no eye Ashama main station Ashama main station government school nechi wono say papa kai say me koye story wo ho e fa kwan no me koye story wo no me fa kwan no nti yekoye kra me ko share drivers no na me no mo kasa na mo so oh ene PAPALAW mo ya ade mama eye MP no so aswate
that's right
eti yeko wie no Ashama main station and also nkrofo bi kasa say station ho enye na wo hwe kwan na oh papa Ashama ndi enye omo kwan nya bako say enu nti eho no na ye di bibia ebe wie na honorable
Kofi so would you able na me nko ahoma ne so I have on the line Honorable Solomon Asante. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, and you too.
The Lord is faithful. How's the family?
By the same grace, my family is doing well.
We thank God. We thank God. You are welcome to PAPALAW Radio and on Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Your general overview about the governance system of Ghana.
If you say my general overview over the governance system of Ghana, do you have a particular...
Let's look at the economy. Let's look at the economy.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Within the Fourth Republic, or let me say, since independence, the economy hasn't changed any drastically. What I mean is, you have the records which states that Ghana this last year was our 17th time of going to the IMF.
That's right.
But have you taken the trouble to check the first time that we went and under which president that we went?
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Thank you. Meaning at the time when we think the whites have left out so many resources, even at that time, we went to IMF. Even at that time, when we were even giving out to other African nations some of our resources, we went to IMF. Well, I just brought this to try to sort of discredit those who would like to come out and say that the MPP has gone to IMF. Because we do that at the blind side of the fact that even at the time when we have been bestowed or bequeathed with a lot of resources, we went to IMF for the first time. Okay, let's take the last two governments. That is that of Nana Akufo-Addo and that of Evans Atamel stroke John Dramani Mahama, and then John Dramani Mahama stroke Mr. era. You realize that the two governments have gone to IMF, but under two different circumstances. Under two different circumstances. In the first one, that is the one which involves His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we went to IMF not basically as a result of some external or exogenous factors which had hit almost all the economies in the world. But for this current administration, we went as a result of, I'll use the word, a turbulence, as a result of
the Russia-Ukraine war and then
exogenous factors that you can help mention.
That's right, COVID-19.
Sort of inhibited our approach to the IMF for the 17th time. That, under those circumstances, almost every economy in the world, in fact, the strongest ones, you can even talk about that of the US and then the UK, they were all going on their knees. How much more Ghana? So it tells you that under such circumstance, no matter how strong you think you are, you must feel the shocks. And you must be affected by the shocks. If you remember, right from 2019 coming to the 20, I mean, when the COVID started, the NDC was proposing, we have to go to IMF, we have to go to IMF. What were they seeing? When the COVID started, they were doing that. The NPP will have no option than to go to the IMF. They have to go to the IMF. And then we were saying that, no, for IMF, we will not go. We will try within our possible means to ensure that the economy stands on its feet. And that was when the government was initiating programs like Ghana Beyond Aid, if you remember.
Yes. Honorable, don't you think that was the right timing proposed by your opponent?
These are opinions, as we always say.
That's right.
Opinions are like noses. So my good friend will ask, but some do smell.
That's right.
Sometimes yes, they are like noses, but some do smell. So it's not all opinions that should be taken into consideration. And perhaps what you will be looking at that will inform your current decision, your other partner who is giving you an idea or putting across his opinion, that person may not be privy to what you are looking at. I hope you understand me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because we were looking, as I told you, we were looking at Ghana Beyond It. What we were doing, see our sisters from the diaspora coming, we were trying to the year of return, trying to ensure that they will create an enabling environment for them to come in their numbers. And if you could recall, we recorded the highest numbers of these returns of the diaspora. Yes, and it was fetching us a lot of foreign exchange. So we were looking at so many factors. If I even remember, before even the COVID thing came up, when we were about doing this Pokwasi interchange, the government had to go into a new system of trading with our foreign partners. That is the butter, this Sino-Hydro thing. Okay, we will not want to have something called debts. So what we do, we have resources which you people need. So we want to trade in that aspect. A similar one is this gold for oil issue that we're talking about. Yes, we ordinarily we needed to have come to do the purchasing with dollars. We change our CD into dollars, and it has a very bad effect on us because the rates are too high. So we have to need more CDs to purchase some few dollars to do the purchases on the world market in terms of the oil that we want. But the government sat down. Okay, if that is the case, we have other things that they do not have. We need their oil, fine. But we also have things that they do not have. That if we are to use those means to trade or to barter, we may not necessarily need to change monies into dollars, which will have a very bad effect on our economy.
That's right.
We can trade in those commodities, and it will give us the same results. By the end of the day, we'll get what we want, and then they also get things that they also want. And that prompted this.
That's right.
All that I want to say is the economy had never been rosy for any government. Every government that comes has its own
challenges
that comes. And as I told you, during the time of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, there wasn't any exogenous factors affecting the economy to the extent of we recording world highest economies falling on their knees. And as I use the US and the UK economies as example, come to Africa, you may have, even recently after we had gone for 3 million, our neighbors here, like Cote d'Ivoire, they've gone for something higher than our 3 million. I hope you understand me. So this is how the whole thing is. The dynamics keep changing. But it's up to us as a government, as a people, to try to do the analysis and see that, okay, these people have gone to IMF, these people have gone to IMF, or this government has gone, this government has gone. What necessitated this government to go? What did they say government B to also go?
Some I know went there because of gross indiscipline and all that. Honorable, let's go straight to one of the basic needs of Ghanaians. Road network. Right. We are within the Ashaman and Tema East, Tema West. We are within about 3-4 constituencies, and so issues about Ashaman also matters to us as a media house. Yesterday, Honorable MP NS Nogbe held a press conference, better still, a media engagement, a tour on our roads. He was actually going from one location to another with the media and their cameras to capture those deplorable roads within his domain or constituency and to find solution to it. The MPP pride themselves of good rules. I mean, we've created rules. I remember when the president went to parliament, he quoted a particular kilometers from one location. I'm laughing because it became a cliche and a household thing around our household. Everybody was discussing. The president said he's created so rules and all that. And people were saying, the NDC were saying, it looked like the president has constructed roads from here to maybe France or something of that nature. Talking about roads, what can you say about the MPP's passion for roads and their shaman roads as well?
So let me quickly take the general one. When it comes to road construction, in fact, records have it that the MPP under the leadership of this current government, under the Akufo-Addo's government, has constructed the most highest number of
roads.
Kilometers of roads. That one is on record. We can't change it. But
so on a lighter note, on the president, I think it was addressed to the nation. He quoted a particular kilometers, and people were making, fun out of that. It was interesting.
I never knew we were going to touch on this. I would have had the document beside me so that
that's
I can
right.
speak the documents.
No
That's
problem.
why I've just
paraphrased it. We'll do a full editorial with you probably on Thursday.
No problem. I'll be available. I have the records so that I can have them at my disposal.
But please go ahead.
Okay, let me touch on this. I will commend the MP for Ashaiman.
That's right.
That's Ernest Dogbe.
Yes.
You know, to be a member of parliament, there's a particular skill that among the skills that you have, if you do not have that very skill present, then you find yourself wanting. But people will see you as not doing anything to help them. Right. And that skill is the lobbying skills.
That's right.
You need to lobby. It doesn't matter whether it's your party which has formed a government or not. Let me take you back to 2015-2016 when we had our MP for Lejikuku, Honorable Okoboy.
Yes.
That is from he became MP in 2016. So I'm taking you to 2017, 2018, 2019. What he was doing, he was very instrumental on this Lekma road. You remember? Yes. And by the end of the day, in fact, he even joined some people demonstrating. And by the end of the day,
they voted against.
He was able to lobby to get the road done. Right. I'm not talking about his retention of the. I'm talking about how he was able to get that road.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
right. He even joined a group of protesters.
That's right.
To demonstrate against that road. I'm not saying that is the best to go, but I'm saying that you are seeing some skills, despite the fact that he's lobbying with the roads minister. He was also very particular and very articulate within his people to ensure that government hears whatever lobbying he has done, whatever plea that they are putting forth to the government so that they will be attended. And by the end of the day, it was done. So I commend Honorable Dogbe for the position he has taken. Show that, yes, he's also concerned, yes, he's also not happy with the way their road networks are.
That's right.
This will add to other efforts that he's putting, especially his lobbying skills with the roads minister.
Okay.
So that it will be attended to. I hope you understand.
All right.
We have so many deplorable roads in the country. We cannot say that because the government has the highest records of road network, he will be able to do every road.
Every road.
You cannot say that.
That's right.
Yes, you can't say that.
I agree.
But the more vociferous and forceful
the MP
becomes, the more closer he gets to getting his roads.
That's right.
So I say I commend him for that, and the people of the place should know that yes, he's doing it because of them.
All right. Also, yes, we can't allow you to go without touching on the MPP flag bearership race. 7 MPs back Alan as he files nomination. Former Minister for Trade and Industry Alan Chematin has filed his nomination to contest in the New Patriotic Party's presidential primary. We've realized that he's the first among the 10 who had filed his nomination forms. That was yesterday at your headquarters at Salam Down. What can you say about Alan Kojo Chematin?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Honorable Alan Chairman is a man, and a very nice gentleman. Somebody that most of us look up to in this politics that we're doing, because it's one person that I can say so far you cannot pinpoint one particular thing that people, but of course, that people will be saying about him.
That's right.
That's why I use the word nice, fine gentleman. But from both sides of the political divide, you hear people always saying good things about this gentleman. So on that score, I also add my voice to the fact that he's a very nice, fine gentleman of the New Patriotic Party. But it's the one thing that I pride myself with, that if we talk about one person that people from both sides of the political divide see as a nice gentleman of the land, that person comes from my political party, which is the NPP. Now, for the fact that he's been able to file his nomination, and for that matter, being the first to file, I would say, to God be the glory. He expressed the desire at a point in time, and then somewhere along the line, when the nomination was opened, he went in to pick his nomination, and then he happens to be the first. Though there's a saying that if you are first to go to the court, it doesn't necessarily mean that you win the court case.
But I think from where I sit and the spectacle I'm wearing, first means first.
But I like that, and in fact, I would like to borrow this spectacle.
That's
right. I would like to see through those lenses. Seriously. Anyway,
that's
first
right.
means first. In fact, I'm not shying away from that. Right. I also add my voice to it. And first means first. But I'm saying that in the event somebody wants to play the devil's advocate and say that if you are the first to go to court, that's right. That's not mean you'll be the victor in that case. Yes, I also allude to that. But what I wanted to note here is, when yesterday I heard the director of communication in the person of Honorable Yao Babian Samoa speaking to that the issue of it going there, he made certain statements. He says that even youth organizers were itching. They've been told that the man wants to do it silently, but they say still they will want to be part of the filing system, so they want to go.
That's right.
With him.
That's right.
In fact, you know one thing. You know, yesterday when they went was within a period that the Ghana state was observing a 1-month ban on silence.
That's right.
Noise making,
and no drumming.
Yes. And this man tried to go
on a quiet.
Yes. Trying to ensure that it does not go against
the laws of the land. Yeah.
And that is one thing I found very fascinating. I said, wow. You know why I found fascinating? About 3 years ago, when he visited the Ghana chair at the Ghana Manchester Palace, amongst the 3 things that he mentioned to the Ghana chair, or brought their minds on, is that the Ghana state has something in common with the MPP as a political party. He didn't end there. He went ahead to tell them why he's saying so. And what did he tell them? He told them that just as the MPP as a political party is having the elephant as its symbol, the Ghana state is also having the same elephant as its symbol.
That's right.
Therefore, he concludes that if this didn't come by mistake, there is certainly something linking the MPP as a political party and the Ghana state, and that is the symbol elephant. So if he had gone filing amidst drumming and dancing by the supporters, it would have gone a long way.
A different story against him. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
But for him to go this way,
he didn't defy the orders of the land.
That is it. And I think when he visited the palace, what the chief priest who offered the prayers that they said, I have now come to believe that Alan from Judiciary, it is true that the Ghana states they know him, they acknowledge him, they also believe that
that's right.
Edru Niso.
Thank you, Honorable Edru Niso Ampa. Some of us are praying that peace will prevail before, during, and after the elections, because when you are going to such a major election, there will be a lot of infractions, a lot of tempers and all that. But I hope and believe that peace will prevail forever. Honorable, thank you for...
There is one thing that I want to underscore.
All right.
All the over 10 personalities who have shown interest to contest are all capable of handling the nation.
MPP have the men.
Yes, we have the men. You see, we're giving the true meaning to that. We have the men. But I'm saying these over 10 personalities, any one of them selected or given the mandate to take over the reins of the nation would deliver positively.
That's right.
But there are certain indicators that we have to be looking at. We are going into an election. This one is an intra-party election. After that, whoever we picks as the candidate is going into the inter-party elections in Ghana. And that is where
it matters.
You'll be needing the +1, because as it stands, both the NDC and NPP are having the 6 million plus, But we'll be needing the +1 to make you the victor by the end of the elections.
That's right.
And that +1 should come from the domain of someone.
That's
Or
right.
it should come from your opponent's side, or somebody who, or some people that we refer to as the floating voters. So that personality should be somebody who could be appealing to such people, not the person who will be appealing to our party people.
That's right.
And that person should appeal to the outside people, those who are outside the party.
Yeah.
So if we are picking, we shouldn't pick somebody that those outside will have a lot of negatives to talk about. As humans,
That's right.
we may all have negatives. Fine. But amongst these 10 plus who have shown interest, we have to narrow.
It must be a likable candidate.
Who has very less as compared to the others.
That's right.
Very less negatives to be spoken about. And that one, I tell you, if we are to use the barometer, you realize that John Allan Kojo-Kyerematen stands tall.
Thank you, Honorable.
To have less negatives.
That's right.
To talk about amongst the candidates who are so far shown up. Alan John Kojo-Kyerematen stands tall. And that is what delegates should look at.
All right.
They shouldn't go in for the people that the party people like. If the party people likes the person, they give it to him and we go, and then they did not get the +1
Ghanaian
from
people,
the other side.
If the candidate is
what
not
is the sense? What is the sense in sending such a candidate?
That's right.
Let's send a candidate who we are now seeing the signals as to even the ordinary Ghanaian, the outsiders, showing interest, showing the love for.
That's right.
And that is the best we go. And that is Alan Kojo-Kyerematen.
The candidate must be marketable to the Ghanaian people.
That is it.
Well, there was a publication in the dailies about the chairman of the Council of Elders of the MPP.
PAPALAW radio station. I beg you, in fact, I am entering into a studio.
All right.
All right.
No problem. Thank you very much. So we'll talk later. Thank you
very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye.
All right. Honorable Solomon Asante of the MPP. Interestingly, Hakma Usuajima is going to apply. He said the council is going to apply the rules of football. If your team, if your supporters, or how do you call them, fans, misbehave, we will not go after them. We will come after you. The team will be charged. So all the 10 candidates should comport themselves well, because if your supporters misbehave, we will come after you, not the supporters. And so everybody is very, very careful. You see, I've always been saying something particular about Alan Kojo-Kyerematen, and I'm happy somebody is, confirming what we have been talking about for a very long time, because a lot of people don't understand why we celebrate this. All right, so let me go on the line and speak to Honorable Gordon Chimese. He's the Assembly Member, Oko Mante Electoral Area, Ashama. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners.
How are you doing?
We are fine, thank you, sir.
The family?
Everyone is fine. How about you?
The Lord is faithful. We are bouncing well. God is good.
Thank God.
Can you please mention your name if I haven't done that well?
I think you got it perfectly right. You are one of the few guys who actually got it right.
Wow. Then I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Honorable, your general overview about the economy of Ghana before we set the ball rolling and go on our main subject.
Well, if you ask me, do we even have an economy? Something needs to exist for you to think of even having an overview to describe it.
I think we
there's
have,
no existence.
I think we have a chairman for the economic committee.
Oh, I thought that chairman has metamorphosed into an IT guru.
I'm told he's the economic waste kid.
Oh, okay. Now, I think that his focus is no more on the economy. He's not thinking about how to give Ghana card to children 0 years of age whose fingerprints haven't even developed yet, and whose parents at the time of those at 0 years themselves haven't got Ghana card and can't prove their citizenship. So they're going to conjure some Nogopo produce to come and then guarantee for them.
That's right. Anyway, thank you for that assertion. I believe that a shaman is on your radar. A shaman is your heartbeat. A shaman deserves better. Yesterday, Honorable MP Ernest Nogwe had a media engagement. I mean, a tour of all the deplorable or the rules within Ashama municipality or the constituency as a whole. And the topic was fix our roads. Hashtag we are dying. Hashtag you. Honorable, what is the brain behind all this exercise? And how do you see the exercise done yesterday yielding the fruit we are desiring?
Well, thank you. Before I come to the fruit, I want to say that you just mentioned an issue about an economy. The importance of having good road networks cannot be overstated.
Yeah.
You know, when you have good roadworks, you save you provide a service to the people. You provide a means of developing our economy. You don't spend so much time in traffic. You have increased the prices of virtually everything, and you've given the people bad roads. They have to now go get in a lot of money to repair their cars, and then people are just having miscarriages by virtue of just walking the roads in Ashama. So it's a very important thing that needs to be looked at. And if you ask if we think the toy is going to achieve something, our anticipation or our answer to that question will come after 14 days, where we begin to move the people of Ashama to go demand what is rightfully ours.
Because they are also part of the national cake.
My brother, when you are in Ashima and you order for boats or Uber, they don't come to Ashima.
They won't come.
They won't come. There is no single road that is most trouble in Ashima. You know, usually when a few roads are bad, you are forced to use other alternate routes that to avoid traffic and stuff. But in Ashima, every road, I'm sure your members, your reporter who was around with us yesterday, could see even roads leading to the residence of the MCE. He himself.
Honorable, to add to what you are saying, we actually started profiling your roads long ago. We actually sent reporters to Jericho, Mandela Park, and a couple of the places, Community 22 and all that. So I just want to buttress that point with what
it's bad. Even if you look at our categorization of resettlement in Ashama, Community 22 is our class A, where you think that the most affluent people reside in.
That's right.
There are roads, and they have a few estates there. There are roads you can't. Massa, it's a very sad situation. It's a very sad situation, and that is why the MP, hearing the crowd of people, every day people complain, decided let's go to the grounds and see how bad the situation is for ourselves. Fortunately for us, again yesterday, when we were on the tour, we got to a junction where the MC himself was trying to access the road and he was struggling, and the people had to just flank around him and then draw the attention of it.
So
but that is sad.
He also traveled the same road from his house to the office, right?
Yes, but the sad part is that what I use a saloon car, he is using a Nissan Patrol 4-wheel. So he doesn't go through the same pain that I go through. You see. So it's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. And so we went around yesterday through virtually all the roads and had a look at them. We spoke to users of the roads, residents, taxi drivers, and you could see the pain, the anguish people feel towards this country, this government. And as though the people of Ashama are not part of Ghana. And when you go, they'll tell you that because Ashama residents have been voting for NDC, they don't need to be given their fair share of development.
I think voting is by choice. I decide
by choice
who I vote for. The government of the day don't decide who I vote for.
You see how myopic our politics can be. Ashama gave MPP about 46,000 votes. 46,000. That is almost getting to. That's a lot of votes.
Me, I don't call it vote. That's a lot of money.
Oh, of course, it is. That gives them the legitimacy to exploit us. Yes. 46,000 votes for my Ashama.
Vote in Africa is money.
So yes.
All right. So you started the tour from which location to which other location?
We started from Mandela because we wanted to start from the police themselves. So we the one where people will the police allow you to go on a demonstration and picket and say now share. They themselves will be part because when you get to Mandela Park, in front of Mandela,
that's
the road, the traffic
the
there.
district assembly is close to.
The road is bad. They stretch from Mandela down to Official Town. Then that stretch is bad. From there we went to Afarawa. Please, from Afarawa Junction to Newton Junction, you can't drive there. When you go to 22 Starlight, we went there. You can't drive there. When you come to the main road, Newton Junction, Ashama Main Market to Lebanon, you can't. See. These people, NPP coming to power, has not constructed even a 100-meter drain in Ashama for the past 6 years. 100-meter drain. And so that is how terrible the situation was. And we've gone through all these places, and the story is the same. And the story being the same, it is high time we respond. And it is our civil responsibility to make sure that things are done properly. And what is ours is given us. See, nobody is going to give us anything if we are just quiet. And that is the mindset we have currently. I be the ministers, when they wake up in the morning, they drive on their 4-way drives through motorway. Ashama is on the motorway, right?
Yes.
On that day, we also go and sleep on the motorway. But we can't use our roads. They also don't use the motorway. So they should, we are telling them, they should get ready.
So what will be your next action? If
our next action is simple. We're giving them 14 days to respond to the cries of the people of Ashama.
That's right.
At least, if you can't construct the roads, make it more trouble. Make it more trouble. You go grade it for some time. So after the rains, you cannot think of, but nothing at all. And so we will be mobilizing all stakeholders, all the drivers. In fact, that day no car will operate in Ashama. No exit, no entry. We'll move all the market women to join us, because when they also go and cut their goods from the hinterlands and come in to sell in the market, the cars don't want to come because the roads in Ashama are bad.
That's right.
So they will also have to sacrifice those days for that day for us to join us. Then, when the day comes, they should mobilize all the military and policemen to come and kill the residents of Ashama, because we are demanding for our roads to be constructed. And that is the message we are sending to them. When an MP asked in Parliament about the state of Ashama roads, you heard the Minister of Roads saying that he has constructed all the roads in Ashama.
Interesting.
He has given us 23 kilometers roads of inner city roads in Ashama. And so, and the residents who live with us are telling you that there's nothing like that. If you say you have constructed those roads and you have paid money for those roads and we cannot access those roads, can't we ask questions where those resources are?
We have the right.
We should, of course. So we'll be mobilizing our people on the street after the 14 days ultimatums has passed. And if that day we don't hear anything tangible from them, they will have to convert that demonstration into picketing. That's so right. What we'll be doing is that to sustain the picketing, we'll be zoning Ashama into 4 areas. So all 5 electoral areas will move. Five electoral areas will move onto the motorway and go and sleep on the motorway for that day. By evening, another electoral area will come and change those people for them to go back and go and bath and eat and come back.
And that's a shift.
The next day,
there will be shift system.
Yeah, we're running shift on the motorway. We are saying that why? If you have read about revolutions all over the world, somebody started it. We can't live in a country where our monies are being siphoned to individual pockets, and the citizens continue to suffer, and all we do is to lament. Somebody must lead the fight. And
that's right.
Somebody must lead the fight for others to see and follow. And we are saying that Ashama is going to be the trigger for Akufo-Addo to know that the people of Ghana are serious and cannot be taken for granted. So when we start picketing on the roads, we anticipate that when we go and block the motorway, they will come in full force against us.
That's right.
They should come and kill us. There is a tear gas who, let me not say too much for them to come and then send national security after me.
Right.
I'm telling that they should wait. The national security will pick us on the day of the picketing. Because we are going to die for the freedom of the Ghanaian and the poor person. I keep telling them, today they are sitting in their air-conditioned rooms and their 4-wheel drives. But they also have poor people in their hometowns.
That's right.
And people will exploit them there. So whilst they are exploiting us and they are comfortable, others are exploiting their family members as well.
That's right.
So why don't we come together and make sure that we are promoting the public good? The resources will not be enough for everybody, but make the situation better little by little.
That's right.
So we are telling them they should be prepared to kill us when we start the picketing. Because we know that the red line will be when we block the motorway. When we demonstrate in the town, they won't do anything. But when we block the motorway, it's a red line for them. And we are ready for that red line. The only way we can invite the international community's attention to the plight of Ashama, to bring them attention of every Ghanaian and to catch Akufo-Addo's attention, is that we are going to picket on the motorway for them to kill us. And then our family members will come and bury us. So that is what we'll be doing.
Honorable, thank you very much. Thank you for
speaking
with us. We are grateful. So
Thank you.
We'll
You're
get back
welcome.
to you and we'll support whatever you do to demand your share of the national cake.
Sure. So, thank you. What we'll do is that yesterday was when we gave the 14 days.
That's right.
After the 14 days, we organized another press conference to declare and then give the dates for the demonstration and to invite all well-meaning Ghanaians to join us in this fight.
We'll be right there.
Thank you very much.
Counter scene. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.
All right, so that was Honorable Godwin Chimese, Okomante Electoral Area, Ashaman. And some will be say, Kofi. For us, I'm brave. Now, when your partner in crime,
and someone will boss because
just a mania bre papa. Baby, yes, but a nibrisem or say, one back 14 days in a normal picket. We had the money we are. I said, the mobile super. We are dying. Ye demonstration, Shama and check Rebellion Street. Ye bompa is almost baby, ya quine, dear mom, baby, ye mistake a crack. Or say picketing and the next agenda.
Of course.
It's a demonstration, of course, no man's antifia. New mobile is on better than Falcon. No, so on back shift. And what a name is we open school no being so. The same classroom. If you are 1 year crowd being the same teacher. No watch that.
Double track now.
Double track, baby. I buy ways to introduce you double track.
On
Tiani, or Mampany, one was here for Nepapaya or Tia. One rabo more quarter. Or Tia, come to 11 year. Or your coin, what you chat to Muna and Yeezy. And Tia Sra, Cochucha be was into
Otihane Ashama.
Go ahead, Pepper.
Into Papa Nabro. Honey Ashama.
And Munchucha being so to. You Hawaii, Ashama Hossa, I said, say, I had none came for Hassel call what Janshi, a friend baby or what Janshi. Was said and confess known to me, Muramusi, but to buy and where you charge ya to, or hanging it. And now call a Amwakanta a crew mua, you qua mine hop.
Yeah,
Oka Quina, who's an asphalted road, and Casa, Papa Panti, or Mampenny, was sure for ne DC ya war, MC ya war, Ashama. Can be beach or man penny na monya quine mouth. Kofi fu anusina
enti em say honorable no kwa kan nyina no na me ba be kan nti say na o kan no na nkrofo ashama na oda ubakra na they find it difficult to come. I'm telling you, Papa. So you need to walk. Into Wokra Nessa or Nante free affected area near Besimu motorway and Sana Ofaka between Fakako. And secondly, Osha Tema Community 22 now. Also, I say a class A. Kwako say a titirufuna was a area community no into the quino so enye and on one MC na on one gate no Papa. Erade Nyankopon era ho say ono ane gate no
ana man mpanyimfo no hu se nya dwen bia nya moa bi no beboa ye sika die basa country songo in his voice sika die basa Kofi meda wase for no
see o say ye mamo ye market men so frɛ ɛna o say man 14 days ye mom 14 days automatic so man badia ashaman demonstration
member mo 40 nini no boko ya no ko nan kasa na ye say aka 4 days so
pepe eti yeguso ye hwe
o my one every
eti ashaman MP honorable NS Nogbe ma aban no 14 days ultimatum so mo ntwa weni be hwe ashaman ya kwan na enu akire no yeah, it's a woman be share demonstrating to pa any ye de beba ne ye de ba wie so no man hwe no man kan ho hwe dia then ye behu ne ye betwa so wo
Kofi meda say any good reporter we call ho ashaman fix our rules yewu we are die #yewu ananse we are die was say Mosha said the 2 years
enti therefore no ye psra mo a mo call YouTube PAPALAW radio and Facebook PAPALAW radio
ye boy juma mamo pa ye make sure say
video ni nyina ye de beto na mo so o ma
comment bi abeba na okay David Santos
Attorney General
Mpɔtam morning show na ha ne this year
yeah
final words
okay me final words are me
obakatwi
o say
now teachi
said baby ade na ko do die
me one na katwi wa
o say
one na katwi wa
me pese me katwi na omunim say omu say me Ghana ni aha me Attorney
na o ye Ghana ni
o me Ghana ni
ofi
me free Eastern region yes me papa free Eastern region
na be o se Brazil ni
and I make can say papa yeah following yeah papa so my dad is a Ghanaian so basically I'm a Ghanaian yeah Attorney
yes sir
just give me 1 minute to finish with this
1 minute
just 1 minute let's applaud doctor because without doctor I don't even know that contact tracing so hepatitis B and you know any education and doctor wa boy juma papa Attorney midi manu no eya na me can say basketball is not for Aki and Popo. Metaphorical language is not for everybody.
That's right.
Unti politics are here. Men fa humma.
That's right.
Ubisa omu say their general view about the economy now almost 30 a year reference. No mu the history e bampem say akwa we omu ti politics are say. How can you tell me that? Attorney, let's come back to a typical example. Say debia mi ba ho. Say mamisika ebedu maybe what will you think for me?
Oh ye kwadwofo.
Thank you very much.
When you serious.
And you know it does
debia me control. Show people how to fish.
Yes.
So that when they want more they can go to the sea.
Thank you very much.
Fish for themselves.
So that is it. And you know whether ubeji say udi akoye bibi say nka ye anka o man no omo say ma how biom. And so omo mienu ni nyina na me kan we a kirem. Say omo nti politics na say because omo ti ase they will not tell us all that they are telling us. Yemra butter trade. Butter trade. Say dia uni na mimi nibi Attorney na ebia mimi pe microphone we na usu pe console we e was say yenhwe butter trade na vary no ade we ekita and it say me more good na wa mami oil
atre
me more good na wa mami oil who catch him say mimi go down umami 5%.
Good no ye bet to me nane dia ye niama bebre sa niama ya ye kwa no ma to na boarding dia maye ye wonwa e wo kromu asa yi a silicone yi e yom di go na enwa o slimy way no.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, Radin Yakobon.
Jewels one fan can one best say. You need that is the expensive part of a snail.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah. That's slimy way silicone.
Yeah.
Why you should emfa? You understand? At the end of the day, no, you will go. You was some way in them had the beer.
Wow.
And then you cry and what if you could divorce? Can you imagine a country like Ghana?
Entertaining.
David Santos.
Say about that kind of butter trade now. And what's it because of who you be bintino? Me the way more free. Say good 5% na me percentage wom.
Africa.
Me ending abet archery. Obi catcher and say on tea the oil na ase. Because who the one ba na yeso ya ba. How dare you say obi catcher and say ubufu. This would have even helped them.
My producer Jude GH, my co-host David Santos, a reporter for Hiniba Coffee Prince. Thank you guys. Madam Gifty is a great team player. God bless you and keep you and protect you. I came my soul and I conquered. Nanaba Anan on next on your radio with mid-morning brew. Our news, and she will take you to the countryside to listen to good country music. Then Cheslina will be on your radio. Cheslina, Michelle. Cheslina, no. And no, I said, and we chin and him easy. And no, I may suspected pass M said no, or date. Date a year abantin to be anim. Date a year baby ding. And not the we are no ye freaky bisano. Not just as a lie woman, as a lie to him. Alright, so stick and stay right here. The name remains PAPALAW Perfect. Mpɔtam morning show. This is where we draw the curtains. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Straight up. Don't crook it up. K fresh. And I'm a baby yamenyom. Michiao.
Asampa etia obayansa fuso wo munibia won kana asam ze ma futu sam kakre wa asupeme